Rocking and rolling. Alright everybody, hello and welcome to Battle for Midway, Season 4, Week 4. We are doing EMP versus 228 Wild Ones. Gonna have some funny Australian guys on the match today. Co-caster with me today is Toaster. Doesn't have a name up for some reason, as this system is failing me.
Hello, everybody. In true NA fashion, we're waiting to get both teams. Hopefully that'll be sorted shortly. Jay-Z is deployed, apparently, in a match. I'm a little confused.
So I guess while we... while we wait, we can discuss the kind of cluster F that has gone on in Div A this season, as both teams that Imperial fought that we cast, you and me both cast, round 1 and round 2, did forfeit, so EMP technically only has one round on record, which is against the Smoke Adders, which they went 13-7 with.
Yep. Points are a little silly looking right now.
Yeah, everyone's got the bye week, so it's a bit odd. You don't know who could technically have the good lead right now. Because 228 Wild Ones went 11-9 against the Smoke Adders and went 11-9 against Clan Smoke Jags. So, also on MRBC 2 is the Smoke Adders versus Clan Smoke Jag right now, I believe.
Is that Kraz? It's
Kurlon. Kurlon is running that one.
Okay.
Kraz would be on Clan Smoke Jag, so I don't think he wants to cast it.
Oh, yeah, it's probably a good thing he's not cast. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna yell at Jay-Z in Discord and see what the deal is.
That is true. What is that? The showcaster group. I need the manager group. We will have 5 giveaways tonight, as I've been told we have too much to give away and need to give it away. So expect some mech bays and some MC to go out to the good people out there if you would like to win stuff. My Oilers are playing tonight, so let's hope they beat Detroit, because that's what I want to see. But I guess we could talk about, we are running Tourmaline Desert, Caustic Valley, and then the map ban, which is... Oh no, wrong area.
Oh, I had it up. Let me go find it. I don't know, 4 hot maps, and then I believe HPG was one of the possible ones in the map ban. Let's see, week 4, we've got HPG, Mining Collective, and Forest Colony in the map ban pool. So I'd say those are generally pretty brawly to mid-range. Forest a little bit longer range, but you know, mostly even that, it's hard to control the map with long range for sure.
Yeah.
Haven't seen too many water strats work out in a long time, but you never know. Yeah,
because on Thursday we got to watch the last one. They picked mining. I can't even remember who I freaking did now. God, I'm awful at this. Awful. Freaking awful.
Well, JT is at least no longer deployed, so he's in a group. We'll hopefully get him in here.
Oh yeah, because we watched 228 Death from Above. They played their first round on Tournament Line. They brought streaks, took it hard to to Cameron's Highlanders. And then in the next one, they brought 3 Dragons with the 3 UAC 2s. I believe that's how that works in that one.
Yeah, 3 UAC 2s. It's a very strong match.
Played some long range on it, so that was interesting to see. Also, everyone stick around after. We will have interviews as well as everything else. And then after us, there's the gap between us and the next match, which will be Cranky Canadians versus Mercstar Turret Drops. 2 hours from now, or an hour and 50 minutes anyways. So stick around for the doubleheader. I think RJ is going to be hosting that one. I don't know if he's got a co-host. He didn't tell us, did he?
I think he did, but I forgot. But RJ's the only one that matters, so... Oh, himself and Mikado, so RJ and another 228 player, Mikado from Black.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he does have a go. So he's good to go. Easy peasy. Oh, he said it right there too. Good. I was about to ask him. Fantastic.
We got most of Jay-Z's team here.
Yeah, we've had EMP on the list for a while, and 228 is 5 out of 6 on our list here. With the sweet, sweet Australian team rolling in here.
So you got a chance to catch any of the wild ones?
I have not.
I got their match against CSJ, and let me tell you, the Aussies, like, they are like the kings of pulling weird strats that somehow work that you never seen fights. I don't know, you know, the whole area way on the edge of the map. That's where their matches ended up being fought against CSJ. Not out in the middle, not on the hills. So, you know, I'm kind of hyped to see what these teams are, what Jay-Z and his guys have up in their pocket.
Was that the one that, was that the match that RJ did on the breast cancer stream? That was where they
may have been.
They were on the edge of the map watching the 2 points, weren't they?
Yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah.
I would never thought about that, but it really made sense, you know, once you see which map or which points can be capped.
Yeah.
Definitely thinking outside the box.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely an interesting strategy, especially for a map where you're just used to going to the center.
Yep.
It's good to see
so
people
first
using
drop,
parts.
tourmaline here. I don't know, what are you expecting? Maybe some SRMs this week. I feel like I've been wrong a lot, but you know, I think SRM's probably pretty good with Artemis buff. Maybe the dual Ultra 20 Hunchback. We saw Bowser running that last.
I mean, from what I seen them do last year, I'm pretty sure it was EMP last year. Stock, yeah. We'll give you some stock mechs. When they rolled over the... Actually, where's my map? Which is not on the right one.
Alright, both teams are ready and locked, so we're going to launch.
Yeah, they rolled over that E5 to D5 between Theta and Epsilon and just... I'm pretty sure it was them. I watched a drop and they just rolled them through that line. Just heavy, came in hard.
Oh, Ash is saying 6 giveaways, not just 5.
Ooh.
3 of each.
Wants me to give all the money away, just to take it. Have it all.
Wait, 3 of each? Does that mean... Okay.
Yeah, we got mech bays.
So we'll do one after this.
3,000 MC. So after every match, and then after the interview. Do I have no sound?
Alright. I hope you have sound.
There we go. It's pretty quiet there for a while.
Dropships are coming in. I'm over here on the Imperial. Looks like we've got Goat and then Assassin 23, Third Eye and then Assassin 21, Chimera and a Jaeger mech. Wouldn't have expected that. Bowser and a Hellbringer, Selith and a Javelin, that's the missile one, and Charlemagne and Wolfhound 2. So pretty standard. I'm a little surprised by... Got shots going on already.
Yeah, I'm interested in 228. That's the Wild Ones bringing 2 Jaeger DDs, Bye Bye X and Kondo, as well as they have 3 Assassins and a Piranha run by Jay-Z, because they are slowly pushing to Theta with those lights.
We have gained Epsilon.
They appear to be... Oh. They were trading well at first, but Bye Bye already losing an arm on his Jaeger mech, so that's almost half of it. Looks like they're AC2, 6 AC2s on these guys, so they're prepared to...
And that is the build I like to see, because that's the one I run. Although I don't know who they're shooting, but they are... Yeah, Bye-Bye is not
they're
winning those
2v1
trades.
trading with Chimera, but the brawl is started back here. I don't know... Those Jaegers for Wild Ones. Charlemagne already taken down on Assassin 23.
Beautiful strike.
Oh, this is just a messy brawl. A bad overheat on one of these assassins, or maybe he's just legged. He goes down. Kaguru, I'm not gonna pronounce.
Kaguru Ikazushi.
Looks like Wild Ones Jaegers have finally made it all the way. They had to do the long march down from sea.
Yeah, Bowser's not having a good time.
The rest of the Wild Ones is kind of backed up. It's 3v1 on this corner. Hellbringer and a Jaeger mech for EMP with their Wolfhound against the two Jaegers of...
Yeah, Bowser playing smart, trying to stay light and not get shot because they were focusing.
Jay-Z in the back takes down McGoat and his assassin. And he also takes out Seleth. So it's still pretty close. Oh, well, as I say.
It was pretty close.
Just the two Jaegers left for Wild Ones in it. Actually, I believe they've been disarmed, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, yeah, they could have finished off Bowser a little bit quicker. They would have had that extra point. With him being at 52, there wasn't much left.
Interesting to see the Jaegers on drop 1. Not something I would have expected.
Yeah, especially with the... And I believe with that, I can't remember what light engine you have to run or which standard you have to run, but you're slow.
Oh yeah, I can see Chimera right now. He's just barely treading. Chimera actually appears to have 5 AC2s.
Let's take a look at these damage scores here. Yeah, 714 from Chimera. Like, what the heck? Though
baby.
Those were some good trades for him. Holy smokes!
And maybe he got a good strike in, but even with a good strike, that's a lot of damage for. You just firing the entire map.
Yeah, 228's damage. Not doing a lot of good. I mean, Jay-Z cleaning up with the Piranha, but 250 is top damage. That is not a good start.
Yeah, not great, but you never know. First drop. Maybe they're just getting warmed up.
So what we got?
Definitely, I think one thing that really hurt Wild Ones was that engagement starting behind stage and those Jaeger mechs just out of the fight for way. They didn't have the time like Chimera did to be putting it.
They weren't there fast enough, whereas Chimera could just turn and shoot and light those lights up. They were coming in.
But then again, maybe they were just hoping to kind of catch EMP by surprise.
I could try, yeah. I mean, they weren't tight on that corner, though, and you couldn't see them being tight there, so it wasn't a great decision. But I guess while you're swapping teams, let's do a mech bay giveaway. If I can make this sweet thing work for once, right off the hop. Of course it doesn't like, it doesn't love me at all. Aha! And
remember, guys, you got to be active in chat.
Yeah,
even
be
if
active.
You're literally just typing "be active" in chat.
Pay attention. Be here.
And if you do win, message either Toaster or System Belmont. What's your Twitch name, man?
System Belmont now.
Aha. So either message Toaster or System Belmont, and we'll get you your code if you.
You want codes? You gotta holla at me when you win. Yowzar! You're a free winner of a mech bay. Although Ash and Saruman almost had that as well, so congrats to Yowzar. Like I said, holler at Toaster or me, System Belmont in chat. I am not an admin. I don't think Toaster is. You're not either. So
I am not an admin, Rip.
So you will have to come find us.
I just pretend to be important.
So we got these guys almost switched around.
Yep, looks like 228 is ready. Aussie fashion, they're bucking the trend. They're good to go. AS.
Oh yeah, 228 is locked. Just waiting on our friends at EMP.
So now that both teams have spent some of their Jaeger, do you think it's a limit of 3?
Yes, limit of 3.
So maybe 228 still bring 1. But that'll be all their Jaeger mechs for all 3 drops. Not exactly a mech I'd expect to see too much of, but maybe it's just the restrictive map or number of mechs you have to go.
I mean, I didn't expect to see it at all, so Although, like I said, against
Yeah.
228 DFA, I didn't expect to see dragons, and they had them.
Well-
So
Well, both teams brought their Jaegers, so we're missing something.
oh yeah, also they are five tons over, so they are not locked.
Somebody's in the wrong mech.
Just gonna sneak this one in there. No one's gonna. They noticed. But I gotta switch back. Because right now the tonnages are both the same. It's not bad having that 25 to play with there. It's not too noticeable. But that was interesting because, yeah, exactly what I said EMP did in one of the matches I watched in MRBC. 228 was trying to do it. They didn't fully focus that push because it was had to be a drop 4 or 5 that EMP did on that push on that corner there. But they had all 4 assaults there and just ran it. Whereas they had the 2 Jaegers and ran that corner and then had the light swing around and try to work that pincer. But like you said,
Yeah, I kind of wish, like, as soon as they saw that there was only one other Jaeger trading, maybe they just start Wing across if their other guys are gonna do.
yeah, it's hard too because you don't think that corner is super high. Like, yeah, we'll get in vision quick enough. You don't. Like, it takes.
Yeah,
You got to get
it's that,
close
like,
to get
that
peek
middle
over that
zone
corner.
where you're in a dead zone where you can't shoot. All right, both teams ready again. You ready?
I am good to go.
Let's go.
Oh, I should have kept a pen here so I can keep track of who's winning and stuff. Oh, why you playing me like that? Drop 2, switch sides, Tourmaline.
Yep. I don't know, maybe if EMP brings another Jaeger, 228 will go for the arms. Like seems like a pretty hefty weakness on those mechs. I believe Jaegers, were they one of the mechs that had their armor reduced and side torso?
Oh, I hope not. It's one of
I
my
know
favorites.
I know the Stalkers and Jenners did, but I'm not sure about Jaeger. Alright, both teams flying in. I believe these are the same or similar lances to what.
Command coming in.
Well, let me tell you what 228 brought. We got Kagaru in the Arctic Wolf, Roa Nitrox in the Arctic Wolf. Brought their last Jaeger DD from Bye Bye. Jay-Z's in his Javelin, a Dragon 5N for Kondo, and another Arctic Wolf for Pete Zoni.
EMP, 2 Wolfhounds, a Wolfhound 2, a Wolfhound 1A, Sun Spider that's already trading, another Jaeger, and Assassin 23, and a Javelin.
Is that Sealith in the ditch there?
I don't know how he got down there. Oh, wait, yes, he's far left side, just in his little Javelin, I guess, trying to see. No. Yes, that is a Javelin. I always get those confused with. But right now we just got a trade war going on here. Sun Spider and the Jaeger for EMP with the Jaeger from 228 and the Dragon.
Yeah, Charlemagne's lost an arm, which is fine for him because he's all
Yeah,
chest
probably
mounted
just that
lasers.
dead on.
Where yeah, Bowser's-
Bye taking some bad hits, but Bowser at a lower percentage. I guess that Bye just more. Oh wow.
Yeah, Sealith is getting just raped there, and he's out of it.
Yeah, Selith just got jumped by the lights of 228. I didn't even see them coming. These Arctic Wolves are going to be a problem.
Yeah, Chimera getting hit by that artillery strike.
Yeah, some major strikes going out.
I don't think
I'd
EMP's
wager-
watching this. Like, Wolf Third Eye's about to get jumped by these Arctic Wolves.
Yeah, and he's got his back to him. Maybe he can get back to his. Don't get picked.
Oh, I'm too high here.
Oh, Charlemagne has rotated over, killed the Jaeger for 2-2. All the while this brawl's going. Chimera goes down for EMP. And it's just madness right now. Sun Spider has been forced down into the pit all by his leg. And he's fixing to get jumped
Yeah, with those 5
by this hit score.
Ultra 2s, he's got to be careful because, yeah, he's CT.
Chimera goes down. Looks like this one's going in the favor of 228. Although they've got some very hurt mechs. EMP could bring.
But I mean, yeah, they still got weapons, but they are hurt. Because Rowan Nitrox still left. Charlemagne still. I mean, he haven't touched the inside armor yet, so.
Kondo just sitting up here up top in his dragon. He's pretty fresh, it seems, but oh, he's disarmed. He has no.
Oh, so he's just eyes.
So it's effectively 2v2 right now. 228 definitely has a tonnage advantage, but are they going to be running?
Oh.
Oh no, Kondo gets the team.
Beautiful strike, taking out 2.
1v1. Wolfhound versus this Arctic Wolf. Have to imagine they're both dangerously hot and maybe even running out of ammo on the side of the Arctic Wolf.
Oh yeah, he's got 7 SRM still. But
Let's see. Third eye's pretty fresh. Dangerously fresh, I'd say. His left leg's red armor, but he's not open anywhere important.
Yeah, because this could still go in the favor of Imperial.
Oh, GG comes out from Jay-Z. I just switched. Kaguru is out of ammo.
Oh.
So with no weapons between 228, maybe they could go for a cap win. With no cap started already. That's game.
Man. What a match. That's crazy.
A lot of disarming going on here. People running out of ammo, losing all their weapons.
Yeah, because now the only problem they have is, that Wolfhound's fast. And he's still got weapons.
There's no way.
Kondo's in a bad place right now. Yeah, Third Eye knows that. Or he's going to find out.
I'm sure Third Eye at this point knows the dragon is disarmed.
Yeah, I think Kondo
bet
knows
you
too.
Charlemagne called it.
Yeah. There's
Kondo
nothing they can
going
do.
for the honorable head. Very good game. Very close.
Wow. Wow, that was crazy. Holy crap. Because, yeah, because who did he kill with that strike? Was it?
I'd have to go back and look. I believe Kondo killed ROA Nitrox.
I think that's who it was too.
But even with one, I don't know. I have to imagine the other wolf or Arctic Wolf was similarly running. So, and given how fresh Third Eye was, it might not have made it. He did score a kill with that strike too, I believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's got to push for the other one now too. Get
Now-
those points above.
Yes, we have to wait. Run, Third Eye, run.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks too. When I don't need as much ammo for a 6v6, and then you actually run out of ammo, and it's tight like this, and you're like, crap.
It wouldn't have mattered 99 matches out of 100, but this one,
Yeah.
he may have also had some crit out. I don't particularly know how much he. But oh well, GG's to all. That was a very interesting match. The 228 Wild Ones hit squad just rolling. I thought they had it for a second, but
Yeah, that push on Sealith and around when they swooped in, like that was interesting.
I didn't catch it. But I think probably the big clutch play was Charlemagne going behind, icing the Jaeger, and I imagine he was the one who also took out the arm on that.
Yeah, see, we got 228 doing way better damage numbers this time. Like that's what I'm talking about. Bowser doing the most with 551. Third Eye close second, but
good spreads on both teams. It could have gone either way. It was very close.
Yeah.
What a match.
So EMP taking the win, not by much though. Drop Tusi.
I can't wait till to see chat's reaction to them.
Oh man.
But anyways, we can go ahead and get started. I don't need to move player. 228 is team 1 for drop 3. We do need to change to caustic value.
Yes. Yes, sir. And as Ash said, we got stuff to give away, so let's do that. Oh,
What are we giving away this time?
Giving away another mech bay. Assuming, there we go. Working for me for once. It's happy days for the mech bays in MC. Is it not gonna load for me?
Say it ain't so. We gotta get the people their stuff.
What the heck? It's not loading nothing for me. Why are you playing me like this?
Type in the channel name correct.
Oh, I did it twice. I'm not gonna screw that up twice. What do I have on mine? Nothing, because nobody likes me. That's fine. MRBC.
Alright, so
2.
going up in tonnage.
Oh yeah, I can get leads 2.
So we're at 375, 400 tonnage for this next drop.
Yep.
228 has used all their Jaeger mechs. Not something I expected to say today, but you know they were doing work.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't
So
blame them.
we got this thing going now. So let's do a quick giveaway. Rock and roll. And Navid A1, Navid A1. You holla at me, System Belmont or Toaster in the Twitch chat. We can get you a sweet mech bay code, my friend. I will
never. Also
not be
Rick.
posting in chat very often, so you better holler at me because I want to see those messages after. Because I'll get to you guys towards the end. Since I still haven't received word from the last person who I didn't write down. Oh, we need a pen. Or I have this thing called a cell phone.
Yes. I didn't write it down either, but we can go back, get video verification.
Ooh, my team won 4-3. Sweet mama. Ash wouldn't know
Right.
what hockey is because he lives in Australia. It's hot there. He's watched the Olympics though, I assume.
Alright, we're slowly getting people back into. Some people hopping out, some new faces.
Oh, bringing in some D5 with Zios. Who else are we waiting for?
Who will be number?
Although, who else is on?
I don't know. It's such a hodgepodge of people from all over the place. Back before like First Worlds, EMP did a recruiting spree, and they just got all.
Is that I haven't seen them play at Death. They haven't played Kippers yet. Have we? Vicious. I don't think I've seen it in a while.
No, I believe Vexus has played.
I think he was in the first or. I don't
Not
know.
this-
I always played, but not
this
much.
match, but yeah. All right, looks like Charlemagne's out. Third Eye is out. Got Rick Rom and Ziaz in to take their places. Reckless.
Although 228 is short 3 players compared to EMP, so they have a bigger selection to work with. Although the Boss Man Live 1991 is on 228 Wild Ones as well as Ash on EMP, so.
Having a deep roster can be good, but you know, something has to be said about having like, you know, a good core group of guys that, you know, are used to playing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're on that list, but you're not on the playing list, you're like, you don't really care after. You're like, wow,
That is frustrating.
I'm here if you need me, but I could be doing other things, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
No shame in that.
Yeah, we got 228 locked so far.
228 fast on the ball again.
Although I haven't seen them use as many strikes. DFA used a lot of strikes in that match on Thursday. There was there had to have been at least 20, 25 strikes in those 5 matches, if not way more. Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah, the matches here have been pretty fast though. Like neither team's bothering to get caps or do any prolonged trading. We've got the, initial pepper each other with ACs and ultras right off the start. Most of our matches haven't been going nearly to caps, and with the increased cooldown on strike, we've still seen a fair number, I think.
Yeah.
Harder to place them too when everyone's, in a lighter meat.
Well, or you do what we seen in that last match and you get the team kill. So
yeah,
sometimes you gotta be careful. Yeah.
You're dive bombing people with your Arctic Wolves. Can be more of a hazard than.
Yeah, so it's lucky Kondo's still on the roster right now after that team kill in competitive play. I hope someone clips that in on the Twitch.
All right, so Caustic Valley. I'm gonna say I'd expect some lerms or ATMs on this. It's definitely a hot map. ATMs are pretty hot, but there's not too much in the way of hard cover on this map. If you get a good lock, you can do some real damage. I know D5 played this map. We liked having at least like 1 or 2 ATM mechs just because of the raw damage they can put out in a very short period.
Yeah. So I don't know.
What else do you think? Think maybe any Atlases? I love the Atlas on this map. Something about it.
I don't know. The Atlas is. I mean, it's tanky as hell, but it's just not something. Not a mech that guys use much anymore in this type of stuff. With how much selection you have with other mechs.
Yeah, that's true, and it does have kind of the chubby chin, can't look down, which can be a liability on this map. Waiting on one more from EMP.
Yeah,
come on, guys.
They moved their guys over. I was gonna say because my last.
They had six, and then someone left.
Bowser, he's back. I guess they were rock paper scissoring for the last spot. So.
Yeah. Some slight roster changes on EMP, but still got Celis in there. I'm sure he's doing an excellent job.
Yeah. So while everyone's here watching, waiting for this match to start, don't forget to check out MRBC 2 for SA versus Clan Smokejag from Curlon TV. Give him some love.
Yeah, I'm sure those are great matches too.
Should still be giveaways on that one as well, as that still will, because Smoke Adders are in 2nd place, and Clan Smokejag in 4th, as there only are 4 teams. So.
Yep. Gonna be hard to miss podium. So it's going to be a desperate fight. But it looks like both teams are ready, so we're heading on in. Let's see what these teams have cooked up. Maybe we'll see PPC mechs, I don't know. Summoner's nice on this map because it's pretty heat efficient, but I don't know that it has the DPS for a 60.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a bunch of assaults and some lights. Because you can make those lights do work on this one in between those pillars or stone formations there.
Yeah. It's like if you're working around the edge of the caldera, lots of ducking in and out you can do to get angles and surprise.
Alright, so talk to me. What do we have on your side?
Alright, I'm over here by EMP. I've got Rick Rom and a Mad Cat B. I'm going to assume that's Daka Bowser in a Fafnir. Maybe LB10s. Chimera and a Mad Cat Mark II B. I assume Daka again. Ziaz in a Nova. Selith in a Piranha. And Reckless in a Treb. I wonder if it's Lerms. Is that the Lerm Trebuchet?
Bringing the Trebuchet out again, eh? On the 228 side, we got the triple Mad Cat 2C2s. A Piranha, a Griffin 2N, and a Wolverine 7K. So this is an interesting group as well.
228 sending their light mech in to snag that Capede Dome. Bravely grabbing Theta, putting up a UAV to hope and pray that he doesn't get jumped. Meanwhile, EMP's gone and grabbed the first side cap FC.
Yeah, it looks like EMP's gonna try and hold off on that long range game, so this isn't a bad idea.
It looks like this light mech. I don't know who it is. Believe that is Sullivan, the Piranha. Yes, he's just, I guess, getting some scouting info, trying to figure out where EMP is. Maybe getting some locks. That is an LRM Trebuchet. Oh,
2 LRM-15s.
but look at 228's mechs. They've got the Gauss LRM Mad Cats we saw on Polar Highlands not too long. So 228 definitely has the edge in LRMs.
3 MERM-20s on that Wolverine. And those are high mounted.
Bowser's Fafnir, I believe, is quad light god. So we've got all sorts of new tech here. Jay-Z up, danger close.
Oh, and Sealift dirty planted that UAV by Bye X and that Mad Cat 2C because he is getting rained with LRMs.
Yeah. But oh, Bye. Yeah, Bye. Ooh, he's dangerously close to dying already, it seems.
Yeah, he's lost that shoulder thanks to Sealift and those LRMs.
228 or EMP just taking this hill. They're saying we've got direct fire weapons. If you're gonna come out to lock us, we're gonna get the better of these trades. Look, Piranhas have both engaged each other.
Yeah, poor Pete Zoney, he is getting rained with missiles
Pete
as well as machine gun.
228 needs to get some LRMs on Seleth and force him off their Piranha. 228 has the LRM advantage. They need to be using that.
I don't even know where to look for him in this match. This is
this is just a mess. Looks like Pete Zone is gonna go down. Yeah, he got caught out in the open ground, and
yeah, although Jay-Z's got a good eye on them from this side spot here.
Yeah, Jay-Z holding locks on Zayaz in his small pulse Nova. Zayaz is taking a beating for it. Overall, though, EMP is still damaging there.
Yeah, I mean there's a few, like Zayaz is about to go down, Bye is about to go down, and his Mad Cat.
They need to do something about Jay-Z over here, working this angle, holding locks for all of his LRM. But I think they're a little afraid to get too close.
Oh, just raining on Bowser here.
Celis just takes out Bye in the back. That is not good for 228. They're down 2 mechs already, Piranha and a Mad Cat, and with that, Kaguru is down in his grip. And they've had enough of Jay-Z. He's about to go down. Yep, Chimera take. We've just got these 2 LRM Gauss Mad Cat desperately trying to out DPS EMP.
Well, all Chimera, Zios, Rick Rom, and Bowser are hurt. But like I said, with Reckless and that other Trebuchet, he's doing good. But
they're just pushing towards center, going to find this last Mad Cat who is being just harassed by some. Can't turn his back on Self, otherwise he's dead. It's just mean. It's just mean.
Well, you might get a killer 2 here right away too, though.
Yeah. You could definitely pick a kill. Going for Ziaz, doesn't quite get it.
Almost, yeah.
Ziaz loses, looks like most of his arm.
Yeah, legged, torsoed.
Oh yeah, no, he's 13%, so yeah. You sneeze on that mech and he's
in a rough place, but he's safe, so 6-0 for EMP, but look at those percentages. 44, 47, 13, 63. Like those are some hurt mechs.
Sneeze on Ziaz and he's dead. I'd imagine Bowser is quite sick.
Some good damage numbers. Poor Zios didn't get to do much with those short range, as well as Pete and that Piranha.
Yeah, Pete got a little too close there, I think.
Yeah, but Jay-Z,
the price.
Look at that work in that Wolverine, 685. That's not
damage.
Not bad at all.
That's impressive, and he was doing that while getting locks for his LRM boat. Power to him. Maybe 228 just went a little too all in on the LRMs though.
Yeah, that's hard to say. Cause I mean they were doing work. Just like I said, you just had to finish some of those mechs to take them out of the fight.
Yeah, that can be the hard thing with LRMs too. Is
since they just hit anything and everything.
You know, and once you're hurt, you know, you kind of start playing a lot cagier. Let your other teammates tank, and when you see them taking damage, then you. All right. All right, let's get this show on the road. I'm gonna swap team.
Damn it, Navid. Telling me thanks for the Git Mech Bay, but I can give it away.
All right, so we get another giveaway.
Got so many. I got 2 more now. Navid doesn't want it. He's like, you know what? I got Garage for days. I don't need that. So we got
real MVP Navid.
2 giveaways. Thank you, Navid. Navid? I don't know, man.
Navid.
Load it up, ditch you and me, and roll 2 of them again. Huzzah, huzzah. Remember to keep active in chat so we know you're here, and you know you're paying attention when you win stuff. Let's see who's gonna win this. Assuming I let you see who wins it.
Alright, now we've got the Aussie rivalry. Jay-Z and Ash in the same match. Can the stream handle it? We will never know. Well, actually, we're about to find out. But
Find out who is... There can only be one. Silver Fox AS. You're the winner of a Mech Bay, my friend. And since we have 2... Let me just... take a freaking picture of that so I don't have to worry about it ever again. Let's run it again. Holler at me, System Belmont, or Toaster in chat. We can get you what you need. Or in Discord, since I'm on the MRBC.
alright, so some very interesting matches. We got to see the return of the Gauss LRM Mad Cat. That mech is such a meme. Very, very good though, actually. If you're gonna run Lerms, man, that's the way to.
An apricot droop fruit. You, my friend, another one in Mech Bay as well. So you can holler at me, System Belmont or Toaster, in the Twitch chat. We'll get you some free stuff. Cause how are we looking?
We've got 6 in for both teams. Fingers crossed. No one has to jump out and move modules.
Yeah.
EMP's the first ones to ready, so they're the first ones that have to ready, so it could be.
Do you want to look at the map strat on that one, or do you think it's fine? Because we might have some time here.
We could, yeah, sure.
Let's. Am I even going to be able to know where they were?
Yeah, it's a little hard. So let's see.
They were on Echo 6, weren't they?
Yes. EMP set up the bulk of their forces here, I believe. 228 kind of had Mad Cats over here at first, then some of them spread out. Jay-Z kind of pushed up to the ridge in Delta 6. Did some pop-tarting with his merms, got some lock. Unfortunately, this is where little Pete Zone ran up and died as he's on his retreat. Poor Pete. Yeah, I believe he got up his UAV, which is probably what his goal was. I just don't think he expected to be countered so hard by Seleth.
Yeah.
As Seleth was all in, Seleth knew he had his backup up there. Okay, but that being said, both teams are ready. So we can keep map stratting, but I'd say we'd be better off.
Yeah, we are basically ready to go. Because other than moving into D5 to finish, it was basically done there.
Yep.
Or moving to Echo 4 to finish off the last Mad Cat. That was about the way she went. But that long-range game with those Gauss and LRMs is interesting for sure.
Okay, both teams are ready. I'm launching. Have you switched your overlay back? No radio cast?
I am back and ready.
All right. So will we see as much of a preponderance of Lerms?
I don't think we will see them as much Lerms this time, but I mean, if you know they work, they work. So it's interesting to see what the Div A teams do and how they think these work in terms of strategy wise. Just waiting for the dropships to come down, put them where they're supposed to be. Because I think we should see more Goss this time, but if everyone's hesitant to engage, then that might be the way they go. It's the same way with the LRMs again.
Neither of these teams have been ones to really do a long, and I think that's partially just it being 6v6, harder to map control and harder to get a controllable lead on. But that being said, I'm over here on the 228 side.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. The three onions.
Yeah, 3 onion 2CAs. So those are definitely brawl. Jay-Z bringing his Wolverine again. Gonna show people how MRMs are done. Kagaru in his Griffin again, and Kondo in a linebacker. So they're fast. They're here to brawl, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we got Ash in the Archer 2R, Zios in the Hunchback 2C with the Ultra 20s, Bowser in the Fafnir again, Rick Rom the Mad Cat 2B, Magoat in a Hellbringer. And where is that sneaky guy over here? Seleth in the Piranha again.
Yeah, doing his job. He's gotta hopefully identify this quick for his team, otherwise 228's gonna be on them.
Ash, your shirt's
and that
up.
Being said, who is this that's about to get jumped?
Oh, Zios.
Zios. He is danger close with, is that Rick Rom? Yeah, Rick Rom. And I don't think they want to be this close.
Oh, wow. Kaguru went
But that
down
being said,
fast.
yeah, Zios takes out the Griffin.
Those Lerms.
That was brutal. Pete Zone about to go down too.
Yeah, they are pushing way too hard, too
needs
fast.
To start cleaning this up quick. They're already down 2. And they're giving EMP time to...
Yeah, they were baiting them with those guys.
Zia's Hunchback goes down. Rick Rom goes down as a Mad Cat. Okay, so 228 bringing it back, but they're down to 3 mechs. Bye-bye down.
Yeah, down
and his Orion. All 3 Orions down for 228.
Yeah, and Jay-Z's about to go down from Seleth with those machine guns, which I assume are light machine guns.
Bowser and his Archer, or in his Fafnir, and the Archer just able to sit back here and shot. Kondo, last one left in his linebacker. Seleth's just driving circles around him in his Piranha.
Yeah, that was a fast match, but I just didn't like the way they pushed there. I mean, I don't think they had eyes long enough to see that they had guys far enough back that could just rain down on you, and then they just kept pushing too hard past the first target.
It wasn't. I mean, I think there are better places to push on this map, but with Ziaz and Rickrom that dangerously close, I think you take that advantage, because if you get those mechs down a lot faster than what they ideally, then you have more mechs to go push on Bowser. Bowser and the Archer weren't that far away. They were, they were just across
they were close enough to get to, but it was just the fact that they literally walked, hit Zios and walked past him like the next guy was going to finish him. But
yeah.
It's also a tough place to brawl in between those rocks. So
yeah, for sure.
Bye still getting a decent amount of damage in that match compared to the rest of 228. But yeah, Ash doing work in that Archer.
Kaguru just getting iced in that Griffin, man. The dual Ultra 20 Hunchback seems like a real power.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Kaguru. Like, everything hit him. Just literally.
Yeah, I mean, Zaya's probably just hit the double tap for 80 and straight into his CT. And that's all she wrote.
Hey, papi. Because we are looking at what? 4-0, 24-9 kills for Imperial over 228.
Been close matches.
Well, yeah, that second round, I did not think EPEN was going to win it. They, like you said, ran out of ammo, and that was it for 228. So
I think it's just kind of the story of like every EMP match we've seen. It's they're very close. But EMP is just so good at like hanging on to those mechs, even.
Well, I know when I was talking to, I believe it's Seabiscuit, they have worked on rotating mechs out when you're getting hurt. And I know EMP is just so unbelievably good with that. And anybody they bring in to play with them is unbelievably good at that. That when you're getting in a bad place, you rotate out that armor and put someone safer in. So.
But that being said, map ban has already gone. Jay-Z first bans Forest, Stealth bans HPG, so we're headed to mining.
And we have a giveaway to do, because now we're giving away 1,000 MC. People want to win that money. Which probably means I should do it quick.
Yes, sir.
Although I gotta clear it. Add people again. Do this every time. Get rid of you, get rid of me. And let's rock and roll.
Who was the last person to know?
Oh, don't say that. No, I got
Oh, because people are saying that it was a bot.
Are they? So I got another mech
Yeah.
to give away. Landentron. Landentron has won 1,000 MC. And I swear to God, if we get any more goddamn bots in this frickin' place, I'm just gonna quit doing giveaways and just find people in chat.
You wanna say if people haven't messaged you by the last drop? So we've got like how many more giveaways to do?
2 more, 1,000 MC.
2 more. Okay. So before we do the next 2 giveaways, if people who are supposed to message you or me haven't messaged us, we will I think that's fair. They've had plenty of time.
That is fair, because I actually haven't gave it back. So I actually haven't given shit away so far, which is depressing. Because I got so much to give away.
Heard it here, chat. We'll give it away.
Yeah, so Landentron, please holla at me, System Belmont or Toaster in Twitch chat, and we'll get you some cash. That was the worst. So we are still waiting. EMP's got 4 guys on deck, waiting for 2 more. I guess we could run through that map strat. Show people where that roll went through.
For sure.
Get back to me, map strat.
It was a very quick match.
Definitely, because
they just ran straight. This is basically all they did. They just ran. They saw the EMP mechs, the 2 EMP mechs in Echo 4. They rounded the rock and proceeded to get lit up.
Yeah, that's basically where they all were, with Sealith doing a whole bunch of everything in there, killing everybody.
Yeah,
machine gunning.
You don't want to ignore a piranha, but sometimes you just have to.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just like, I don't know. They really needed to kill Zyaz and Rickrom in that Mad Cat and Hunch just ASAP so that they can continue pushing. But what happened is they rounded that corner, they didn't kill them immediately, and then the push kind of pivoted. And they never kept up their momentum to get across to the Light Goss. And one thing I will say about the Light Goss, the quad Light Goss builds, they have some silly deep. You're just constantly firing 15, 15, 15, 15.
Yeah, I haven't even tried Light Goss yet. Just too cheap, too lazy. I should. Although on the Fafnir, I do like
recommend
my LBX 10, but when you want that pinpoint, definitely that is the way to do it.
Yeah. It's hard to make work in solo queue because you really want to stick at like your maximum. But if you get to just sit there and throw those shots, it's a very fun build.
Yeah, if you know the team ahead of you is going to stay where they're supposed to be ahead of you, not leave, you will be good to go. So what, we still got EMP waiting on one.
Yeah.
What, are the Bowser again? They're going to bring him back? Just leave him. Bring in
Bowser.
somebody else.
Bowser, you won. He's won 2. I don't know. Yeah, just kick Bowser. He's won enough.
Yeah, he's
Somebody
done.
else slot in.
I mean, he didn't even have his mechs ready. Come on, like what?
I mean, he's only won 2 championships, so
Yeah,
it's not like he has a ton of MC to buy mech bays and just have whatever mechs.
yeah, he's got enough mech trophies. You can let him run on these other 2 matches, or 1. Ah, see, Bowser's back.
So we haven't seen any Annies tonight, which is a little bit surprising.
Yeah, because I definitely thought we would see some in that last drop on Caustic. But like you said, 228 Wild Ones does what they want. So
And this is, I do not think this is a map where maybe 1 or 2 Annies. It's easy to kind of be stepping all over your. A lot of narrow choke points. Those things don't have jump jets, so they can kind of get kited on this.
because we're doing mining. Yeah, you said it is.
Yes, we're doing mining.
Yeah, people don't like that forest colony. I don't know why.
It's a hard map to play, man.
I do like the old one better. But I also liked old Terra Firma. Everyone hated it.
Is that? Are you reading chat?
I am not.
Is that Aussie for yes for?
Poggers?
Okay. Jay-Z is ready.
What am I reading in chat?
Not Twitch chat, lobby chat.
Oh,
But we're dropping. I don't know. Jay-Z said something which the Aussies claim is English, but I'm not. How many Annies will we see? I'd expect to see 1 or 2, maybe. Oh, right on the money. Okay, so I'm over here on the 228 side, I believe.
Hopefully.
Kaguru is ready to go, praising W. 10 out of 10, sir.
Alright.
Alright, 228. Bye-bye and Kondo and Annihilator 2As. Kaguru in a Piranha 1. Jay-Z in his Wolverine again. ROA Nitrox in a 2A and Pete Zone in a... So definitely very heavy. They're going to have to work around those Annies carefully.
Yeah, we got Zios in an Eben Jag. Bowser in the Fafnir again. And Ash and Rick Rom in the Annihilators. Running a lot of... Yeah, a lot of Daka and Brawl so far.
A bit more lasers on EMP, so we'll see how that works.
Yeah, Magog and then the Piranha. But that was back.
Do they see each other? Oh, they... We got... Oh...
Well, they know where Kaguru is now.
They know where Kaguru is. They also knew where Selith was.
Yeah.
Selith almost copped a hit from the 228 Annies, but luckily they... Neither team, it seems, able to get Theta. And right now, just spreading out, taking position. We could end up with kind of a bit of a trade war. Looks like 228 gonna be... Oh,
yeah, they've been lighting up Pete
he's
and Jay-Z,
feeling out
so.
Theta. Jay-Z, oh yeah, Jay-Z taking almost 10... What is hitting him? Is something all the way from this tunnel? Oh, EMP said has an Annie in their Fafnir just set up in this tunnel while Zia's in his Eben just taking up the 228. Meanwhile, secured Theta. Doesn't look like EMP's ready to contest it too much. Well, as I say that, Selith is running up.
Yeah, Pete Zone is just not enjoying those trades.
Yeah,
Zio's
Ziaz is working him over. Oh, Cella barely makes it out of Theta before this Annihilator shows up. This Annihilator walking up.
Beautiful strike on Just Call Me Ash. I think it hit Zio's as well, but it did a lot of work on Just Call Me.
Yeah, Jay-Z's trying to work this corner with his... Take a little bit of pressure off of their night gear. But it's not the greatest range for this one.
Yeah,
not terrible.
Kondo not in a good spot here. You can see is he coming up the hill? No, he's backing up because he can see Ash and Rick Rom coming in there. Not the place you want to be.
EMP rotating right side, and they've got two Annihilators just marching up this. Just going after. It looks like they're gonna just man mode up this ramp. Rick Rom. Who is that? Rick Rom and Just Call Me Ash.
Yep.
And they're just taking data. I think they've decided they need this, they want it, and so it is going to be theirs.
Yep. Rick
Does
Rom.
it seem? Oh, Kaguru taken out in his Piranha. I did not see where that happened. It looks like right by Theta. He needed to get out of there fast without any of his team. Like 228 still has these two Annihilators just sitting way back.
Oh, they're in good position
much
now.
More of a trading position. And now Jay-Z getting jumped over here. Well, Celit doesn't look like he wants to.
There's just not hurt enough.
Yeah. Jay-Z with some cheeky peeks there in front of EM. Yeah, EMP's gonna come around though, and they're gonna take out this Annie who's all by himself. But they still have the two in the back trading. Maybe they can bring this back.
Oh, Nitrox is not in a good place. Another great strike though on EMP there.
Yeah, Nitrox's not a great place, but he does have his two other Annihilators there to kind of overwatch him. So when they pushed, they definitely took a lot of damage on EMP side. Bowser dead in the Fafnir on the ramp.
Yeah, that was a nice even push there. Kondo dying while Bowser took it as well.
But that being said, another Annihilator goes down for 228. So still going in favor of EMP, although damage percentage is still very even.
Yeah, there's still a lot of hurt mechs on EMP.
Zia's taking a big peek, dealing a lot of damage, but getting hit himself. Jay-Z kind of just stuck in no man's land.
Well, and he's got nasty core CT, so he's got to be careful.
And it looks like, 228, they need to get this night gear up on these buildings. He needs to quit worrying about this light.
Although I think Ash has got nothing. Ash is a stick.
No, Ash still has weapons.
No, he's got 0.
Just saw him shoot.
Well, he just had him, but he's got nothing now.
Oh, man, no, he's got nothing.
And yeah, Rick Rom going down. Pete Zone,
Pete Zone taken out. Yeah, but Pete Zone took out an ant. So not a total loss there, but now it's 3-1.
Oh.
Jay-Z, the last one left, and Jay-Z still has weapons, taking out Celis. Boom, 2-1.
Yeah, Zyrus has still got full weapons though.
Yeah. Jay-Z versus a very hurt Annie and a very hurt Eben. This could go either way, honestly.
It is basically, between him and Zios, who gets the first alpha off. But he's still got jump jets.
Oh wait, I've begun spectating Jay-Z, and he is actually out of ammo.
Oh yeah, and he's down now. Well, that was a good match. That was, I mean, we were expecting another close one at some point, and there it was.
Yeah, so I'm spectating Ash now too. Ash completely straight. And Jay-Z was just down. If Ziaz takes a scratch hit to his CT, he's down. So I was literally...
It shows him with no CT in mine. But yeah, 31 and 32%. That is... Yikes.
Once again, running out of ammo. Comes back to bite wild ones.
Yeah, it looks like
that. 6 damage in a Piranha. That's rough. You needed to get out of Theta.
Oh, and if they had him at all during that match, it would have been so much help. But yeah,
if he'd been there at the end, that would have been boom. Easy.
See, I think it was Saruman who was giving me flack about the Eben Jag, but you look at Zios making it work with that 730.
Yeah. 730 out of an Eben, very respectable. That's top damage out of the whole match?
Yeah, I mean Jay-Z next with the Wolverine 7K and those merms. I mean he definitely makes those work well.
Yeah. 228 definitely putting up a very good match though. Everyone pulling their weight. Kaguru unfortunately got picked, but we've got multiple hundreds of damage, so much tonnage on the field. Could have gone either way.
Yeah, that one definitely could have been a little bit easier had they focused. But I mean, they were doing what they had to do, shooting what they could. I guess when you got those annihilators that far out, there's only so much they can see to shoot between the buildings. So
yeah, I definitely saw that. Like, I don't know if you caught it on stream, but those annihilators, as they're pushing up the ramp, the other annihilator backs down the other side. There's this weird awkward point where all mechs can see each other, but none of them can hit each other because where their cockpits are relative to them.
Okay, so let me do another quick giveaway before we bring these guys in for the interview, and then we'll do one again after. And then hopefully these sons of biatches message me in chat, because ain't no one got time for that. Quickly get rid of you. Me. Let's rock and roll. 1000 MC again.
Who's gonna win? Will it be another box?
Virgo Pros. Virgo Pros use the win. Message me, System Belmont or Toaster in chat for 1000 MC, and if you don't, after the interviews, I'm gonna have to re-give it away, as I'm already looking like I'm gonna have to give one away already.
Alright, I'm gonna say that's not a bot. So Twitch chat, stop being angry.
Wow. I don't know who has the bots and who's what around here anymore. But okay, let's do the interviews. And
hello, everybody.
hello, Bowser, Jay-Z.
Hello.
G'day, you lot. How you going?
Oh my gosh. I don't speak whatever that language is, Jay-Z.
Oh, I had a fair dinkum, Reggie Dedge bit of fisticuffs there, didn't we? It's alright.
Those were some. Hey man, drop 2. I'd never seen nothing like it.
And some amazing matches, great matches from both of you guys. I guess
drop 2 and 5 are very interesting.
Oh, you got that
let's,
right.
Let's just go to the very first drop. Like, okay, so the most surprising thing to me was Jaeger mechs. I don't know. I'm out of the meta, obviously. I didn't expect to see those mechs. Like, what were you?
Well, so Jaeger mechs, you can fit 5 or 6 AC2s on the thing, 65 tons. As far as pinpoint DPS at range for the tonnage, one of the best there is. The problem is, as soon as I saw the Hellbringer mid-drop, I was thinking, these guys have counter-stratted us, because the Hellbringer has to shoot each arm of the Jaeger mech once each. The Jaeger mech, their Hellbringer shoots 4 times, bam. Then they did that. They did, like, as soon as I saw the Hellbringer mixed with the Jaeger, I thought, oh, they've countered us. They knew we were going to probably bring Jaegers, or at least they have some sort of, high alpha at range pinpoint to counter the arms of Jaegers or particular components like the Dragon in drop 2. And I was like, yes, this is going to hurt. So pretty early on, yeah, the first drop deck, they did a really good pick by bringing one laser von mech to have a high alpha to take off the components they needed to.
It's interesting because I actually didn't bring the Hellbringer for that purpose. I didn't think you guys bring Jaeger mechs. I brought it because in my mind you were going to bring some sort of ranged Overwatch mech of some sort. Your largest PPCs, what have you, Spire or even CSJ Hill, which you kind of did, but still, that was where the Hellbringer picked.
Yeah, because like you guys took
Well, anyway,
one of the Jaegers. The Jaeger's arm, I can't remember whose arm went right away. Then after that, it was.
Yeah, Barbies went pretty quick, and then Condos later when we tried transition. Like as soon as we saw you picking, asked the guys, are you losing trades? As soon as I heard, bam, and arm's gone, I knew we couldn't win DPS trade down the Alpha to Alpha lands, so we had to engage the lights. Unfortunately, our light engagement timing wasn't great, so we ended up having a slightly split engagement around the back of castle, and it didn't go so well for us.
Yeah, because your lights got in there quick and you guys had to catch up.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's kind of what we saw. The Jaegers, they're kind of stuck in that dead zone while the main fight was going on, and they made it eventually, but but oh well. Drop 2, man. The Arctic Wolf. Woo. I've been in situation being rushed by those things, and they are scary. So was that kind of your plan? Just kind of distract them with the range and kind of get you guys in there?
It was the same as drop 1 plan, except the difference is the spawns give us castle, so we know EMPU would be in a more open part of the map. Early on, I was sort of like on our comms, I was trying to tell if we were winning or losing trades, slightly losing. So what I did in the Jav, and this is really dumb, don't do this. I tried to actually take trade load off the Jaeger mix by tanking with a jump with my face, jump jetting in front of the brawl fight, the AC2 spam, and that was to help my heavies not get focused too much. That was I didn't, and basically that. Shots. Yeah. So in that time, my Arctic Wolves, because 2 of them were in Bravo Lance, had rejoined. They were idle. So I said, well, there's a whatever that thing I was on the right was, or whatever self was in. I think it was a javelin or I think it was Jav. Anyway, go pick that guy and then uppercut around the back. And they did that, and it was great. And then in ammo counts, we just ran out of ammo. We had a bit of a team kill strike in there, but really close match. And the dragon got armed as well. So close match, but we didn't quite pull it out.
Yeah, Bazar, I was going to ask, was that Charlemagne that armed the dragon, or was that just the trading?
It was probably one of our lights who armed the dragon. I didn't see from my perspective. Probably one of our lights. Yeah, that was an interesting drop for us. The ranged traders distracted us quite a bit from our scouting, so we didn't really see the Arctic Wolves. I don't believe we did, or else our light would not have got caught out. So that was a very interesting. But ammo counts, yeah.
Yeah. So I was hoping, man, that dragon, he was in such a prime position. Then I realized, oh no, he doesn't have any weapons.
We didn't realize, or I didn't at least realize he didn't have any weapons for quite a while. So, and then he was like, he's not shooting, and I'm like, okay.
And you didn't get rid of, man. You didn't cut Kondo for that team kill?
Well,
here's the thing. Yeah, it killed him, but it also killed our light through the back. Yeah. So it killed Charlemagne through the back, 1 hit.
Well,
so.
So he was like taking one for the team there. He's like, use me as bait.
Well, I think the strike was launched before the call for no ammo anyway. So I mean, anyway, and then Cag ran out of ammo afterwards. It was really close on that. We had basically had, like, you know, when you're building mechs for comp like this, you're trying to bring it right to the wire, you know, just make sure your armor is max we can, engines where they need to be, heatsink counts and all that, because in the brawl, any of those small things are just gonna,
yeah, you end up with, like, you know, 200 extra rounds of SRMs. You did something wrong.
Yeah, so.
Overall, like, I don't know. That might have been my favorite match of the night. I don't know. The drop 5 was incredible. But I guess on to the first match of. So
yeah, so Caustic's not particularly my favorite map in any way. It was when I saw the map set against the EMP, I was thinking, oh, Caustic, are you kidding me? Anyway, so we thought, well, we'll have a bit of fun with it. And given Bowser's right here, 2 gas for RM15's Mad Cat 2. I believe Bowser stole that build from a 2-swipe member. I'm not sure. There's a joke actually.
I believe he stole that from D5.
Did not steal it from anybody. It was I did not know anybody was running it. I theory crafted it from a member of ours theory crafted, and I got it that way. So.
Yeah, but sorry, I just had to go there.
Had a friend.
So we thought it was gonna work, and it didn't. But I mean, the receive that we weren't expecting. We weren't expecting like a a sort of an ECM assault like the Light Gauss, which I have. I actually run that Light Gauss Fafnir. It's legit. It's not a meme build. It's actually a legit mech.
Oh yeah.
It's legit, and like I ran the Wolverine 7K, Cag ran his Griffin. If you know Cag and I, we like to run mechs like that together. And it's also Cag's first comp drop of 2018, so it was good to have him back in the saddle. We just couldn't really get our locks into LRMs at the same time as dealing with light pressure from the Piranha. We just couldn't quite get the pieces to come together. We heard a lot of mechs, we just didn't get that finishing. So, yeah, EMP definitely, as they did all matches, but this one they definitely outplayed us.
Yeah, I was wondering that in the back of my mind. I get that is a ECM Fafnir. That it kind of explains why there wasn't as much LRM fire as I was expecting, given it seemed like Jay-Z, you were in there, you had line of sight, plenty of time to get a lot of locks, but it didn't seem like there were too many LRMs actually hitting their targets for most of the or at least not as many as I would have expected.
The difficulty was every time I came to hold a lock, they had the Mad Cat to basically suppress me down. So I used my UAVs, but they got shot down, so I couldn't really hold long sustained locks. So that was a bit of a difficulty in making sure it translated. So I was holding locks kind of, but I wasn't able to really hold good locks, you know?
Yeah. I don't know, Bowser.
Yeah, it was pretty calculated to take the Fafnir. I knew it would be strong on this map. I knew the ECM would be powerful. It was, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Seems like it.
I don't like the Fafnir. I think it's very poor, but in that specific situation,
just the combination of ECM and hard points. Yeah.
Well, more so is playing like an AC2 boat, I guess. An AC2 boat with ECM, similar play style, and it'll do that fine. So.
Hey man, I mean everyone's given Axe 64 flack for bringing an LRM Fafnir, and he does 1,000 damage at least once a night. People keep talking shit on mechs, but if you know how to use it, it don't matter.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if you get CT'd out, like what happened in Drop 5 on Mining, but we'll get there when we get there.
All right. So the old brawl, that was Kaguru, man, rip his griff. Was that the Hunchback that did that? It was just like double tap.
Yeah, Hunchback double tap is brutal on the UAC 40. It's probably one of the it's a extremely powerful pinpoint, burst mech. So pushed over there, he ate it. The Mac out was there too. That's a good receive. We can't barrel through a bit of the firing line, but we're taking damage faster than we were dealing it. And really, that's all I have to say about Drop 4. They had a good receive. They had the LRM mech away. They had the Lurkhouse mech away as well. So they had a wide receive lane. It was more of us trying. Maybe we could catch something off guard, but we just didn't have the right. We weren't fast enough to cover ground.
I think you did catch. I don't know, Bowser. Did they catch Ziaz and Rickrom a little bit off guard?
They didn't catch anybody off guard because they got to kill them, but that's because they were up there in their face. It's of course going to happen with a brawl deck, so that's just that was their position to play, and they did it.
Someone's got to be the speed bump. Yeah, it does seem like that Hunchback though. It's kind of like how I used to think about the Small Pulse Nova. It's just all about dump a lot of damage in one spot real quick.
The Stone Nova builds that do that, but I agree the Hunchback it plays similarly to that.
All right, and drop 5. We hadn't seen any Annies that night, but I'm always a little Annies on that map kind of scare me a little bit. It seems like they can get kited, but both teams drop them. What were you guys' thoughts? Like you saw 228 at least kind of playing theirs kind of in the back, like how I've seen teams play Warhawks, like kind of more overwatch, reach out, kind of control their side, and kind of reach onto middle a little.
That was interesting.
Yeah, pretty much.
I basically just like died pretty much. So that was because the Fafnir is terrible, but the rest of our team pretty much just outshot the enemy. That's how I saw it from our perspective. So, and their 228's Piranha made a very terrible play and got himself nuked.
Oh, Kaguru, poor guy.
Yeah. Well, first time back in some matches. It's things happen. I know I've been picked. So I assume that was an LB10 Fafnir, correct?
No, I had
No?
2 LB20s and 4 some 600 miss and Scorch Fafnir.
Oh, okay. So yeah, well, like what? So what made like EMP? Why did you guys decide to push? Like, I kind of expected one team to take it, but I didn't really see any major thing happening that made me think, oh, they should push Theta right now. Like, what was
It's just the best position. If you sit on the ramp, you get struck. If you take Theta, you can pull multiple angles. You can spread out a bit while still shooting across their firing lines. That's exactly.
Yeah, because you guys were eyeballing Kondo on the other side of the ramp, and he was backing off, and then you started to go up, and then from there you guys spread out, seeing the Annihilators. I assume that's when you seen them on the other side.
So basically, your thought was just you never thought about like actually trying to just control the map without having stuff
No,
on Theta.
I thought it was
like,
just
we're gonna-
outshoot the enemy. Just outshoot the enemy, do however means possible. And so we did. Barely. Our
barely.
Evan Jag was 1 touch CT,
Yeah, Zion.
and our Annihilator was stripped and 1 shot. So,
Yep.
yeah.
I ran out of ammo killing Salif. And I went, yeah, I can win this. No! No! So my commentators go, no! My last missile killed Salif. And that was it.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
yeah,
no.
from our point, it was pretty exciting to watch too, because it was like, okay, we got Jay-Z and we got Zyos, both basically 1 alpha away from winning this thing, because Ash was stripped. It's like, oh, he's got no ammo. Oh, it's
Zyos was set up though where we predicted Jay-Z would come out of. So at best, in my mind, they would have traded evenly because the lasers and missiles. So even if you had ammo, even if you were turned towards them and Jag, and we would have still won that. So it was very close, but it was, in my opinion, an assured victory.
Well, Zyos was just picking off Pete, and then you, Jay-Z, every time you could pop, and then I don't know. Zyos was always where he needed to be.
Yeah, I felt really good with the damage I put out. Like, I thought the Wolverine was really, really where I needed to be. Part of the reason I dropped ammo was to actually get max jump jets. So I actually dropped out of lobby and maxed the jump jets out for mining collective, so I could pop tart. So that's how I got, a lot of damage in on the assaults, particularly. Just like keep pouring it in from lots of angles around all the buildings. So yeah, trying to get as much auxiliary fire as I can to soften up the enemy team so the Annihilators could finish them. But extremely close, like really, really close one, but didn't quite make it in the end.
Zyos' health was literally so low that Belmont, you said it actually showed him not having a CT when you spectated.
Yeah, at the end there was no CT, so basically
a scratch away.
A rub away from being dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, great matches, both teams.
Yeah, thanks for letting us cast them. I was excited to watch and see them happen.
That was fun. Always fun to play. And that is actually my last comp drop of the year, because we don't have P for Positivity in. That was scheduled to be our week 5 match, so we're done. And yeah, that's guess that's Wild Ones for 2018. And now to probably some faction drops, because we do lots of factions. So yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, I mean, congrats to you guys on your the last drop for BFM.
Another season completed.
Yeah.
Now go relax. Maybe I don't know.
Take a break.
Rumors have it Dane's putting some faction. Maybe we'll see you there.
Yeah, I streamed about 5 hours of faction yesterday. That was pretty fun. Set up an LFG group and send it. Lots of W keying. It's good.
Praise be.
Oh, that's
Right,
good.
GG's guys, and thanks for casting.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for talking.
All right, we'll get you guys out of here. Beat it. As I'm watching MRBC 2 right now, Clan Smokejag is 4 drops. It's a Smoke Adder 0, 23 kills to 11 kills. So they're having a nice win streak there too for Clan Smokejag. But I actually haven't given anything away tonight except for Navid. We're gonna say A1. A1 over here, who gave his mech bay back. So I need to give away some 1000 MC, because it still shows these guys are in chat, but no one is talking to me, which is very depressing.
Message us, please. /W.
I got some smudge codes. I need to give stuff away. Just take it.
But yeah, let's get the giveaways done, and then sounds like RJ and Mikado.
RJ in
Gonna
half
be
an hour,
casting.
yeah. Let's make sure that's good. It's good.
Gonna be Mercstar versus Cranky Canadian.
Oh, we're gonna ditch move.
So Nutty Rat's team and Mercstar, which I'm pretty sure everybody. If you play Faction Warfare, you've run into them, I'm sure.
All right, 1000 MC. I want you to have it. Talk to me, System Belmont, Toaster in Twitch chat. We'll give it
Please, we want to give it away. They don't pay us if we don't.
to you. Yeah, I don't get to keep this. I get to give it back and still be poor.
They also don't pay us if we do give it away.
Yeah. Dubay 17. You have won 1000 MC, my friend. And I'm tempted to do another one. Although, I mean, like, these guys, I can see you. There you are. Apricot Droop Fruit. I'm looking at you, man.
Apricot Droop Fruit is definitely a bot. You can re-roll that one.
You think so? I've seen a face.
I'm quite sure.
Because I go in the chat, I press the thing, I see Apricot Droop Fruit. Why is there so much shit?
Yes, but
Why Twitch?
Apricot Droop Fruit
Why?
is friends with Commander.
God damn it. Well, we're going to re-roll another 1000 MC. And I will just leave it as it is. I'm going to find a new freaking giveaway tool soon here. Another 1000 MC giveaway. Mickey Knox, my friend, you are 1000 MC richer.
All right, he's literally. I've seen him type in Twitch. If he doesn't message you or me, shame, Mickey Knox.
Be a damn shame. Should I give away these other 3 mech bays? Just quickly roll them.
I'm gonna say that's your call. I don't know. Like,
I'm gonna roll.
what we can roll them.
I gotta get rid of this stuff. Got so much. I gotta give so much more away next one too. Quickly, do a mech bay giveaway for the same people in chat now. Take it.
Take the things. Do it. It's free. It's free real estate, but it's not. It's mech bay. Ash will be very upset with you, Twitch chat, if you don't take this stuff.
That's right. Ah, Witch Doctor. You have a mech bay, my friend. But you need to talk to me between now and RJ's, since it's the end, and that's all I'm gonna do. And I got 2 more to give away, so I'm gonna do another quick, just because. God damn you people not being here paying attention.
Man, I could use this MC.
I
What are
know.
these people thinking? Not whisper.
Oh man, I don't even know how to say this. Mercutio Warworth. Mercutio Warworth. You have a mech bay. Say something at least. Just tell me.
Mercutio? I think it's Mercutio. I don't know.
Mercutio? I don't care. You don't play the game. I need to know this. I need to just say something. Say, hey man, I don't need it. It's fine. I don't know. I'm not doing it anymore. Screw it. People lost out. I'll give away somebody else that pays taxes. Who does me favors. Like Ash. I'll just give him back to Ash. You can have it.
Okay. Well, probably RJ will give them away. Who knows?
That's true.
Sure, there'll be more giveaways later.
He just got a schwack load of codes as well, so. So yeah, 30-13, 5-0 for Imperial over 2-2A Wild Ones. Definitely 2 interesting matches, 3 that definitely went easily in the favor of EMP, so It'll be exciting to see EMP's got one more match against Smoke Jaguar next week sometime, whenever they book it. I'd like to thank Toaster for doing another drop with me, doing another showcast.
Thanks for having me. It was fun. Great matches. It was a pleasure to be cast.
Oh, and you
Just
died.
love watching good mech warrior. Oh, did you actually die?
No, you just cut out for a second.
Oh, did I die? It's a pleasure to watch great teams play. You know, always fun. Show me why I'm bad.
How to improve, not suck. Perfect. Thanks. But okay, I will let you go, and I'm going to say bye to everybody. You guys have a good night. Stick around. You can watch the banners and wait for RJ to start with Mikado. Is that who he's starting with?
Yes. RJ and Mikado.
Mikado for the Cranky Canadians.
DFA and Blackwell.
No. Cranky Canadians versus Mercstar.
And rumor has it that this match could decide their division.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Yeah, if Mercstar doesn't win it, that means DFA's got it. So that'd be interesting. Interesting to see who's going to win Div C. So everybody stick around for that. There'll be more giveaways. Take the prizes, goddammit. Just take them. Just say
Take 'em.
something.
Whisper us, please.
And all right.
We want to give you things.
Yeah, want to give you things. So we'll see you later, Space Cowboys.
Bye.
All right, good evening, Mech Warriors. Welcome to the continuing Battle for Midway matchcast. Big thanks to System Belmont and Toaster for casting the EMP versus 228 Wild Ones match earlier today. I'm RJ Base. With me is the 228 Black Watch's Mikado Soul. I had his webcam working, but all of a sudden OBS just took a dump on me, Discord took a dump on me, and now I can't get his webcam to come up. So instead you got his lovely puppy dog picture. How's it going, Mikado?
It's going awesome, guys. Welcome, Mech Warriors. Again, thanks for having me here in the Battle for Midway stream. Man, I polished up my casting couch. I got all pretty, and now y'all can't see my pretty face live. But I think we'll still have an exciting game to keep you guys plenty entertained tonight. What do we got going on?
Well, this is going to be a good match tonight. This is Division 3, or Division C, the Cranky Canadians versus Mercstar turret drops. And this is actually an important match, because depending on the outcome of this match, where the outcome of this match could possibly decide the winner of the division.
Yeah.
If the Cranky Canadians pull off a major upset here, which is certainly possible for this team because they're a good team. But they pull off an upset here and say they 5-0 Mercstar, then 228 Death from Above, the team that I'm on, wins the division.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Mercstar, if they don't have a decisive victory all through tonight, Cranky Canadians, who are currently placed in 6, could keep Mercstar from victory. Again, 228 is 54 points, and Mercstar is at 39 points, you know. So the Cranky Old Canadians got nothing to lose. The only Canadian team here in Group 3. I think they may come with a strong showing. Of course, Mercstar is, you know, that's my old camp way back in the day. I ran with them for a long time. But I think Cranky Old Canadians may be able to give them a good show.
I got the standings right now up on the screen. And if you look at it, you can see, you know, the Cranky Canadians, they're only 1 point behind 4th place, basically, with Cameron's Highlanders and Aces Wild both having 30 points. So regardless of the final outcome of this match, I mean, if the Cranky Canadians can take, you know, just one drop from Mercstar, which I'm more than confident they can do that, they'll at least walk away from this match tonight sitting in 4th place. So I mean, they'll clearly move up a couple of points there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the name of the guy that I'm supposed to invite from Mercstar. And
Xavier, one of the other officers, maybe.
No, yeah, it's one of the other officers. I was just talking to him a little while ago.
All right.
And forgot what his freaking name was because I'm so terrible with names.
That's all good. So, hey, gents, again, you have people who are still tuned in from 228 versus EMP game, last game, guys. Show some love in here for these two teams tonight. Throw your favorite emoticons in the chat. Your hashtag mech, whatever, you know, hashtag rigged. Do we have any more giveaways going on tonight?
Yeah, we do have some giveaways actually. We've got some mech bays and some MC codes to give away, but based off of what happened in the last match, I'm not sure if there's anybody around that actually take them. That's going to be the so the way I'm going to do this here. Look, if you guys win something tonight, you must whisper me in Twitch. Okay, if you don't whisper me, I'm not going to go hunting for you. I'm not going to try to find you. But basically,
whisper them and drop hashtag I'm a bot as well.
Yeah, there's that too. But here's what I'm going to do. I got 3 mech bays and 3,000 MC to give away. If the winner doesn't claim their code by the time the interviews are done, that code is going to roll over to the next winning. So let's say the first 2 people don't claim their mech bays. The person who wins the final giveaway for a mech bay is actually going to get 3 of them. And same thing with the MC. If the first person doesn't claim the MC, it's going to roll over to the next one. So somebody potentially could walk away with 3,000 MC tonight.
Ooh, that's a fat purse.
That
money.
is. And And the thing you have to remember, people, when it comes to these giveaways, you might have plenty of mech bays. You might have tons of MC. You might be a fat cat like me and just have it all and don't need any of this stuff. But chances are you know somebody that does. Chances are you know somebody that could probably use a mech bay or 1,000 MC to get those decals and war horns and all that stuff.
Hey, don't forget those bolt-ons too, baby.
Right?
I
The
mean,
bolt-ons? The colors? I mean, take the damn code and give it to somebody else.
Looking good is half the battle, guys. Okay, half the battle. So yeah, again, if you're the winner, definitely get with RJ. If you can't remember RJ Base's name, hit me up and I'll forward it to him. You know, we'll get that going for you. Use that neck money so you're not space poor, guys. Feed the space orphans.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, we got both teams already in the lobby. I'm gonna pull up the rules. Let's see here. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna pull up the rules. Do you want to go over the rules with them real quick before we do the drop?
Yeah. So again, thanks guys. This is my first time, announcing the battle for Midway here. Kind of going to the rules. So again, this is very different than MRBC. It's 6 versus 6. As you go through the matches tonight, you can only use each mech chassis 3 times. Not talking variant, we're talking about chassis. So 3 Locustuses, 3 Fafnirs, whatever. You get 3, and that's it. So if you blow all your good mechs, so your mechs you've practiced the most on early on, you're not gonna have those towards the end. The caps are working a little bit differently. Again, you're not gonna have a full 5 cap. You're only working with a 3 cap game, as we'll show you guys on the match strats here shortly. So it definitely changes the dynamics of how this works. We have some rules in place where, again, those 2 caps that are off limits, if one team caps on the other by accident, they have to kill all the enemy players, if I'm going over the rules correctly, before they can win it. So again, you don't want to accidentally cap the off limits cap points, guys. Again, 6 versus 6. With these chassis restrictions, it does really change the dynamic from game to game. And hopefully all the players have practiced these different mechs well enough where they can perform just as well at the beginning of this as they will at the end.
Well, we are already heading into drop 1. Both teams got their... Why don't I have the game coming up? Oh, there it is. Okay. God, I was getting worried.
Hey, we're not breaking something, man. We're not casting right.
Yeah, that's true. I break something every time I cast. So
we already broke my camera. But I will load up these players here tonight, and it just worked. The camera just works, right?
It did. It was just working. It was working this whole time before. But as soon as I started up the stream, it's just said nope, yep. You don't get it.
Well, I guess we can go with these mech layouts here. You want to start off with Canadians?
Yeah, looking at the Canadians, Gitka's in a Sun Spider C, Nutty Rat and an Arctic Wolf Prime. We got Eludi and Draven Dark Shadow, both in Arctic Wolves Prime, so they used 3 Arctic Wolves this drop. Mad Dog B for Victor Davian and Tofrikis and an Arctic Cheetah Prime. So 2 cheetahs, 3 Arctic Wolves, 1 cheetah, 1 Mad Dog, 1 Sun Spider. All
right, well, and over from Mercstar, very fast setup here. 3 assassins, 2 linebackers, and a miss links. So super fast, and I mean they're already about to close in here as they come together here shortly. So I won't go over the mech basics, but lots of SRMs, lots of high DPS stuff here. Draven Shadow getting focused by multiple Mercstar mechs at the same time.
Yeah, he's definitely got caught out in the edge there.
Yeah. We got 2 battles. Kamichiwa is about to go down this Mistlinks down to 44%. He's again trying to rotate armor as we have these skirmishes going down here in Castle on both sides. Proto over here in the Assassin down at 63%. I mean, this is chaos, guys. I'm not sure what the focus target is. GDKA got quick legged and he goes down to Sun Spider. We already got 2 down for the cranky old Canadians here. But there's definitely some very hurt mechs on the Mercstar side. 47%, 32%. And not likely to be cat game yet. Kimchiwa and Proto are both way down percentage-wise. But Mercstar does seem to have a little bit better focus fire so far in the game. Got those first mechs down. as they focus down some of the more fresher mechs of the Canadians here.
We got three mechs down for the cranky Canadians. There goes the first. Well, actually, yeah, you said that. I think you mentioned Protolus. Tefurky drops now for the cranky Canadians. That just leaves Nutty Rat standing.
Yeah, and yeah, Kemi Chiwa in here on one leg as they clean up the last mech for the Mercstar victory.
Very quick match there. It was hard to keep up with it all happening so fast.
That was a swarm of bees, dude. Everyone swarming. It seemed like Mercstar just kind of got the first few focus fire shots at the beginning of that cluster, and came out with the victory. Look at this damage here real quick. Some high damage by was it Drew the Blue, that linebacker, followed by Nutty Rat with 387 and the Arctic Wolf. But some pretty different damage numbers here, but I want to say the focus fire of Mercstar just sealed the deal right there at the beginning.
Yeah, just taking down Draven right there from the very start. That kind of just set the tone. And while it seemed like CCDN was doing a really good job of getting those damage numbers in, it just seems like the finishing moves just weren't quite there, because there were several of those Mercstar mechs that were damn near ready to drop. It was just a matter of getting those finishing moves in on them. It seemed like.
Yeah, it's, you gotta finish those mechs off, right? When you focus fire, you gotta clean those mechs up quickly. And if you notice, it's right there at the beginning of the engagement, Mercstar was able to just get a few more mechs into the battle just a few seconds before the Canadians were, and that could really kind of upset the balance there. And then Mercstar did a real good job again rotating out those damaged mechs, rotate them to the back of the pack. And it was interesting, with the heavies, you had linebackers versus the Mad Dogs, right, from either team. Those linebackers are quick, and they're definitely going to get in and out with those SRMs pretty easily. We are going to do the first giveaway, then we'll swap the teams around. You want to let them know in the lobby there that we're going to do the giveaway, then we'll swap teams? All right. I will go ahead and pop that in chat.
And I'm going to take you out of the giveaway, and I'm going to take myself out of the giveaway, although I think at this point we're probably the only two people who will actually speak up if we win.
Hashtag rigged.
Oh, wait a minute. Forgot to go to the overlay. There it is. Hashtag guys, all the bots.
Hashtag rigged. Hashtag all the bots, guys. Show some love. You're in chat. If you love free stuff, we're going to give out some mech money here tonight.
This is for a mech bay. We're going to be giving away a mech bay on this first one.
Oh, a mech bay? All right.
Yeah, giving out a mech bay. And Morticia Melon. Now, I know that's not a bot. I know Morticia is not a bot.
Congrats there, Morticia.
Morticia Melon.
And hey,
Morticia, please whisper me. Please whisper me. Send me a Twitch whisper to let me know that you're alive. You do have to get that claimed by the time the interviews at the end of the match are done.
Yep.
And we'll send a mech bay your way.
And also, whatever you buy for the mech that fills that mech bay, paint it, show some character there in it, and tweet it out to RJ and the Twitter. We want to see what you do with your prizes. Like, whatever you paint on it, whatever decals you put on it, take a picture of it, send it in to us. Again, that's RJ Base. You guys know his tag already.
It's RJ Base 3.
Yeah, RJ Base 3.
Yeah.
RJ Bass.
So, Morticia, if you're out there, please send me that whisper. Let me know you're alive and kicking. I keep forgetting this. I'm watching the stream over here to make sure we're streaming okay. And the match just started on that, and it's they haven't even seen the giveaway yet, so it's gonna be 5 minutes before I get the whisper if I do.
It's all good. But I mean, both teams looks like they're raring to go for the next fight here.
We gotta wait for these teams to say they're locked.
Yeah. And again, great sportsmanship by both teams. You're here prompt and on time. Not always easy to do with a group of 8, with a group of 6 dudes. Let alone sometimes you get 8 dudes during MRBC, etc.
Yeah, yeah. So I would bring us to the map strat while we're waiting for these guys to get their teams locked in place, but there really wasn't a whole lot to go over there. It was just a brawl right there on stage. So I wonder if we're going to see the next match evolve into the same thing, or if it's going to be a little bit more range decks happening. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But after drop 1, you can see MS has the 1 drop, 6 kills to 2 here.
So they're still up, and again, so again, this same tonnage for drop 2, but drop 3 and 4 will bring that tonnage up incrementally as well as drop 5 being a really, really heavy drop. So that'll be some interesting dynamics here as we go on to the next map.
Yeah, we stay in Tourmaline for this one. And what map do we go to next? I think it's I forget. I just played this Thursday night too, and I forget. Do you know what map? You know what map we go to next? I mean that the overlay will tell me here.
I can certainly try to look that up here real quick.
Here, I got it. There's a link right on the page. No,
hey,
that's not the right one.
We're professionals, guys. We know what we're doing.
I just did it too. I just played it.
You were in the fight, dude. Like I'm taking a break right now.
Okay, here we go. I guess we're on. Yeah, it's Rubelite, isn't it? No, it's Caustic Valley.
Caustic Valley.
Yeah, drops 3 and 4 will be on Caustic, and then we have the map ban phase between HPG, mining, and Forest Colony.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm waiting to do this stream all day, and then when it's time to do it, my head's just not in the game.
We broke a camera. We don't know what the maps. Yeah, guys. Hey, stick with this. It'll only get better. I promise. Yeah, we haven't had any crashes yet or radio streams yet, guys.
Don't jinx me with the radio stream. I'm the king of radio streams when it comes to these things. Just don't do that.
Hey, well, I've got the stream on my second screen, right? So I got you on like a 47-inch TV. I'll see the radio cast in widescreen. I'll warn you.
All right, we are going in the drop 2 now. So it's flipped over to that. We'll wait for these teams to come in.
And I am curious if either team's gonna change up their deck at all, or try to counter strat a little bit, because other than side switching. Oh, we got a hold here. Looks like early on.
Yeah, hold from the Cranky Canadians.
Yeah, here in Battle for Midway, if it's within the first minute, or if there's no caps as involved as well, you can go and do a hold, and we'll launch as we sync everything up here. Make sure no one moves an inch on either team.
Yeah,
again, great sportsmanship by either side as well.
I'm on the Mercstar side.
All right, I'll look over the Canadians there.
Mercstar in this one, while we're waiting on the hold, they brought a Nova S, 3 Bushwhacker P2s, an Arctic Wolf 1, and a Piranha 1.
All right, and yeah, for Canadians over here, Urban Mech, Linebacker, Bushwhacker, Urban Mech, Mislinks, and another linebacker. And I just want to kind of scroll through the builds here. So just like Urban Mech, that's a little hard to kill Urban Mech right there. Medium pulse and machine guns, SRM linebacker, SRM bushwhacker, medium pulse machine guns. I mean, just a bunch of chainsaws here. Mislinks with a bunch of machine guns and SRM linebacker as well. So this is interesting.
I'm looking at that Nova, that Crimson Helix. The Helix brought, it's 12 ER small lasers and 4 heavy machine guns.
And you're looking over here at the Mercstar side. They have some more LBX.
And looks like they're going at 10 minutes and 35 seconds.
All right. Oh, cool.
Here they go.
And we have a game here. So again, right now, Mercstar has a little bit more of the LBX, a little bit more crit seeking on that side. Cranky Old Canadians have a lot more of the medium pulse and SRM. So let's see where they connect here. Nutty Rat's out ahead. That's kind of a dangerous spot to be if he was spotted.
He is by himself right there. Looks like the rest of his team went the other way. Didn't take the straight in route, which I think is what he was looking for.
Right, and right now, it's like both teams are kind of going for this castle position. I mean, you know, it depending on the speed of your team, I mean, Canadians could even do a little more capping if they wanted to, but the only real capping mech they have is that Mistlink. Those urban mechs aren't super fast, but they are very tanky.
It looks like Mercstar might be opting to take a different approach to this. We're going to be on the side of the castle for this one.
Yeah, so coming through over here on this little side, this is a crappy place to fight too. You've got to get in there. You know, you can't really trade with these two mechs, these two builds here, but it's like Mercstar Strike's coming in on that right side, kind of creating a little hold there.
Doesn't look like it hit much there. Just got a lot of air with that one.
Yeah, so right now, you know, Mercstar does have the advantage with a few more of the LBX. Those things can trade a little bit further here. Cranky old Canadians have to go. They have to dedicate on one side or the other. They cannot waste any more time as they get whittled down here by these strikes and these LBX just cocky everywhere.
Another strike there. Tofurky is taking quite a bit of damage. He's already down to 70%.
Yeah, and if you see, you know, Proto here is on this side. He's not really shooting. He's just doing UV up. He's getting that scouting information for the rest of the Mercstar guys as he bails out there. Like, hey, you know, that's super important even in a brawl like this. But GTKA in this Bushwhacker Cranky Canadian is very beat up.
Yeah,
Mercstar could.
He's down to 68%. He got up on top of that hill there, right where Victor Davian is.
Victor Davian legged as well. Mercstar, I'm surprised they haven't just called the W pushed in yet to finish these guys off. Very beat up next year for Cranky Canadians.
Another strike comes in. Several of the Cranky Canadians getting hit with that one.
Yep, absolutely. And you know, I'm not sure if they were just a little more gun shy this time. I think if they would have just held W, they may have been able to get in here and seal the deal. You know, the Arctic Wolf, the Piranha, those are some very fragile mechs compared to the urban mech and stuff like that that Canadians are running. But Mercstar here is able to just kind of dwindle them down.
Eludi's the first mech to drop for the Cranky Canadians. We also got Gitka down to 50%. Tofurky drops next. Gitka's still somehow alive.
Yeah, Nutty Rat is now going ham. He's got the some rock music playing in the background. He goes down, a ball of fire there as well. GTK.
Yeah, he's Leroy in that one. Gitka goes down. Victor Davian and Draven Dark Shadow, the last two remaining. Victor Davian goes down. Draven Dark Shadow, last one standing.
And again, Mercstar was able. They both teams saw each other at the same time, scouting at the same time, engaged in a slightly different spot. But Mercstar did a little bit better job with just being able to trade with those LBXs at range, and those strikes were nasty. Great strikes there as they come back to caps here as well.
All right. Yeah, just got all they got Mercstar to do is take this cap on Theta. They might have to. They might have to take two because Cranky Canadians got 100 points out of it. I bet you they're gonna have to take two caps.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have this back row of mechs: Crimson, Drew, and Kimachiwa. Like all the Gippy mechs in the back with one leg. They're
okay.
At the rear.
I'm gonna hold you up right there, Mikado.
Yeah.
GTKA is Gitka.
Oh, Gitka. Yeah.
And then the last name you said is Kamichiwa.
Kamichiwa.
You're fucking Asian.
So Kamichiwa, that's Cam. GTKVA is now GT. You're all getting nicknames. But man, as they do the slow limp here. And then, you know, I mean, I love the brawl. That's one of my favorite things to do. You know, I miss those old days. It's one thing, you know, when I was with Mercstar, you know, even if we didn't have all the officers on for a night in CW, we'd have everyone brawling and bringing just the same crazy build and just beating people up, you know, holding down the W key. And it's kind of good to see them.
Looks like Mercstar is going to have to go for the 3 cap on this one.
As they limp back and forth across the map there, all these light mechs. Crimson Helix here. All right, guys.
Who's going to get the what cap first is the next question.
Yeah. And again, guys, show some love. You know, again, we're going into a heavier drop here on this next one, guys. If you want to see some heavier, more destructive mechs, this next drop is where it's going to start amplifying as we move in.
Somebody's got to step on a.
And
up step on a cap here sooner or later, right?
Here on Kappa, slowly getting there.
Oh yeah, over here at Sigma.
All right, and Mercstar again with a 2-0 victory here as we go into the third match. But again, you know, I mean, even the Mercstar guys they had some really beat up mechs at the end too. You know, I think if the Canadians had just W keyed, I think they would have had the DPS advantage with the kind of firepower they were running and the mechs they were running as well. But damage-wise, I think this is strike damage. Demacles 1, 743 damage. Gitka, if I said that right, 303 damage, leading for, you know, for the Canadians. And you know that's a team decision too, right? Typically in a brawl, you're not going to have enough time to drop a strike, if that makes sense. You may get 1 or 2 strikes in closing distance, but you typically don't get a whole lot of time to drop them and use them. I saw at least 1 strike per mech from Mercstar. I'm not sure if the Canadians are even packing strikes. Maybe something there for the interview later. Mercstar definitely put them to good use. And in a brawl situation like as they were closing, they were able to drop strikes and slow the momentum down. You know, if you go back and look at that drop, they slowed that momentum down. Like, oh, there's smoke in front of us. Let's stop. And then the Canadians saw that, and I think that kind of broke their speed there a little bit. You know, during that engagement.
All right, I have still not received a whisper from Morticia Mellon yet. We are going to do the next giveaway. See, I'm going to go to this tool here. I'm going to clear this. Add some viewers. All right, we're going to do another mech bay. But at this point right here, if you win... No, actually, we have to keep that till the end. We have to keep that to the end. I was going to say, this is going to be for another mech bay.
It's like Powerball, man. Like, everyone plays the lottery. No one wins. At the end of the few months, you have a giant jackpot. We're going to have a giant jackpot of mech days and space money tonight.
All right.
So, again, yeah, we are switching maps to Caustic Valley, which that does change the dynamic a little bit there as well.
All right, the next winner of a mech bay is... Skippy Nibbles.
Skippy Nibbles.
Skippy Nibbles. Skippy Nibbles. Send me a Twitch whisper. Let me know that you are active so I don't have to hunt you down. And you will get a code for a mech bay here by the end of the match.
I want to hear him come into our Discord and say his name like 5 times fast.
Yeah, right?
But hey, man, congrats. Again, definitely get with RJ there so we can get you your mech bay, man. And again, whatever you buy for that mech bay, paint it something cool, put some decals on it, and tweet it at us or send it to us so we can share your artwork with the world.
Yes. All right.
But
well, we are waiting for the teams to say that they are ready. You want to go over the map strat real quick and what happened there?
yeah. So we can go over the map strat there for. Now we're on Caustic.
Yeah, we could just look over what just happened there. I mean, it wasn't really.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, automatically. So. Both teams definitely avoided castle pretty much hardcore, right? They didn't even see each other at all. There was no scouting from either side there because, again, Nutty Rat was a little overextended. That could have been a mech to jump on for Mercstar. But no, everything went down right here. This is the let me go through a thinner line here. This is the white line in the sand, and for most of that game. Oh wait, no, that should not show up well.
That doesn't come up on the overlay.
Okay, purple. The thin purplish line. If you notice, neither team really went over that line at the beginning. They got up to it. Even Mercstar got up to it, and they backed away and kind of made a concave there. I think the Canadians just lost their momentum. I think the Canadians would have just W keyed in, or scouted a little bit more and then taken the most direct route. I think they would have been the victors from mech composition with their builds. But as soon as the battle started, 2 strikes hit. right here, and it sealed up this right side. And that's immediately where I think Canadians hit the brakes, and that's where it started to fall apart.
And stand up in that plateau, too. I saw a couple of Gitka being one of them. I saw a couple of the Cranky Canadians get up on that plateau where the entire Mercstar team was there in that concave that you were talking about. And as soon as that mech stood up on that little island plateau right in the middle, he had every single mech in Mercstar shooting at him. So like Gitka got up there and he walked back down with 50% health. I mean, it was not good. Not good.
Yeah, that little stage right there, right?
Yeah.
You know, that little stage, that's not a good spot when you're facing the concave because everyone's gonna hit you.
Yeah.
But now, and again, you know, all teams are guilty of doing this. Hell, it even happens to us on Blackwatch, right? Canadians, they got Theta, right? They were up on caps. They really, either they just need to go, or oh crap, our timing's messed up. Let's not, continue to waste time and lose our trades in that little spot. They could have backed away, came back in, used this low ground here as their own concave, and just maybe play the caps a little bit, or forced Mercstar Light, send them. Now they have to go cap or respond, right? You don't have to necessarily go into that. So again, it's just a drop commander thing. But I think just Canadians intended to go W kill the way, but they just lost a little momentum there when those strikes came in.
Yeah,
and nasty strikes by Mercstar.
I mean, at the W key for win. I always say W for win, S for suck. And in this case, W. I think if they pushed in on that, focused their fire, they could have taken that. Or, and hindsight's always 2020. Had maybe one of their lights gone out and taken Epsilon or Kappa with that stronghold on Theta, they could have backed off and forced Mercstar to push into them. But
absolutely,
hindsight's always 2020. So
it is. The view we have here in the satellite view isn't the same as when you're in the cockpit. And,
right. It's always easy for us or for you guys watching to play the armchair quarterback here when you have that bird's eye view. But when you're down there on the ground, it's quite a different story. So
absolutely. But I think we have both teams ready here.
Yeah, let's head into drop 3 on Caustic Valley. Currently, Mercstar turret drops up 2 kills to 0. I'm sorry, 2 drops to 0, 12 kills to 2.
Yeah. So again, 2-0 here again. Canadians really don't have anything to lose at this point, right? I mean, they could be super aggressive here. Tonnage has increased here for this Caustic Valley drop. And this is a drop where you can play a little bit more conservatively if you want to, or you can brawl really heavy, right? Maybe Canadians are saving some special sauce of mech chassis for later on, in this series. We'll find out shortly as we get to mech compositions. What do you got over there for Mercstar so far?
I was trying to find the drop ships, but I was unable to do so. I'm actually on the Cranky Canadian side on this one, and I got, what's a TNS? Is that a Thanatos?
Thanatos.
Yeah, I got Gitka and a Thanatos, Draven Dark Shadow and a Summoner, Tofurky and a Wolfhound, Nutty Rat and a Summoner, Aludi and a Huntsman Prime, and Victor Davian and a Kodiak 3.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. And so that's definitely a different contrast from over here on the Mercstar side. 3 Roughnecks, Mad Cat MK2, that's a DACA 1, Arctic Wolf, and an Orion 2C. I'm curious about those summoners over there, though. ERPPCs.
Yeah, that's one.
ERPPCs.
Yeah, well, the ERPPC Summoner is back after that last patch.
Absolutely. So, Cranky Canadians did a little bit more of a standoffish kind of setup here, but they're getting right up on the Caldera, not wasting any time. As Mercstar kind of starts a little bit of rotation. Aludi or Draven over here may want to be careful they don't quite get caught out with the rotation as well. No caps for either team, though. This
is a map that Nutty's team actually knows really well. This is the map that they had their most victories on during Worlds. Yep. And I know that when Death from Above played Nutty's team on this map, it was not a good show for us. Nutty's team knows this map really well. I've actually been very curious to see what they do on this one. Absolutely, and you see the Cranky Canadians here are kind of giving a little range, backing off a little bit here. I mean, personally, in the Summoners, I like to run those pretty aggressive.
you need to start doing damage as soon as possible to this enemy team, because even with those heat changes and the dissipation so quick, you still need to get that damage in, and you have to hit every target counts. We have a strike coming in here on Nutty Rat. I'm not sure if he sees it or not, but that may be a pretty devastating strike. Okay, that was just 95%, 5% off Nutty with just a strike there. You got to keep an eye on that smoke. You can't get too much tunnel vision. But neither team is capping at all.
No caps at all. I was just getting ready to say that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be in a standoff setup with like the Canadians, maybe send a mech or two off the cap. Get those caps up, because Mercstar could just send the Arctic Wolf off the cap if they really wanted to, and make the Canadians come to them. But Data is now finally being capped by the Canadians.
Well, looking at the composition of the mechs, they only have one mech that can really go do that. That's Tofurky and that Wolfhound.
Right.
And it's the same thing over on Mercstar's side. They have one light mech, that Arctic Wolf, and everything else is mediums and heavies that they're going to want to have in that fight when it and if it actually does occur.
Absolutely. And I mean, right now, the Canadians, they have a good map control presence over what would be Kappa and Theta there too. I think you can get some lines in there. But right now, Canadians are moving. Mercstar does see them, and they're going to meet them.
Oh, nice strike comes in, hits El Bandito. I want to see what kind of damage that is. Mercstar is making the push now.
Yeah, so again, we got some focus fire here. Looks like on Kimichiwa is kind of getting focused down to 77%, but Victor Davian here in this Kodiak also getting focused. He was left at the back of the pack now.
He was
left out there,
and he's moving into position where the rest of his team can't cover him. He goes down pretty quick. That focus fire from Mercstar is all on that one mech. Took him down fast.
Absolutely. So again, your Canadians need to make that damage worthwhile. They need to continue to kite and get these targets and these shots in. But these Roughnecks are definitely leading here as Aludi goes down as well. And again, they're just continue to backtrack. They're running on a map to backtrack too. This is where it gets sketchy as a summoner, right? When you see a brawl coming at you like this, you need a split. Kamichawa goes down as well. You need a split, or you need to break off and make the enemy team make a decision on whether they're going to go after you or your team, because you're already in hot water there. Nutty Rat down to 51% there as well. Tofu coming back in and trying to help out his team a little bit there, but not looking good for the Canadians here at this end push.
Not looking good at all.
Yeah. Gekka goes down. Tofu doing his best to put up a valiant victory. The little flamer coming out of Drew the Blue there, just kind of getting him hot under the collar. And we have the third victory going to Mercstar. And Matt, those compositions, right? It's all scouting. If you're a brawl team and you say, hey, they've got summoners over there, if a third of the enemy team is a low DPS mech like that, you need to make the call to brawl. Not sure if that's how it worked out, but
we have a problem. Look at what I'm sending you.
Oh no!
It was a radio cast.
Oh no!
It was a radio cast.
Oh man!
Oh God!
Put hashtag radio in the chat, guys. Oh man! We'll have to give away something extra tonight for our hashtag radio cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see if I have any.
All they're seeing is the very end.
Well, I hope we did a good radio cast. I think we could have a career in radio sports casting. Guys.
Yeah, I think that's what I should just switch to. I should just give this shit up and.
We'll just cast baseball games over the radio and crap like that.
I'm even casting my screen to Mikado, and he even missed it.
Yeah. So the sad part is I have a second screen, but it's a 47-inch TV. But I have to look up, and I'm Asian, dude. So I see in widescreen, but the vertical, I don't got it, dude. I can't see that high. Let me see if I have any codes laying around that may be able to give away something just for people who put like hashtag radio cast.
I would have members of 228 texting me. They're like, "Scene, bro, radio cast."
Oh man, it's been a while too.
Well, I've only casted one of these so far this season before tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
It's
I
been
knew
a
it.
while since off season.
All right, we'll go over the numbers there, and so they can see that, and I will set everything up here.
Oh, right. So, guys, if you didn't get the end of the radio cast, Mercstar is coming out of this with a 3-0 lead over the Canadians. I'm going to try to break that strat down a little bit more for you, too. Played a much rangier deck. They backed up, away, trying to use the summoners and whatnot to get those range damage in. But I just didn't quite happen. Kodiak got caught out there by the Canadians. He went down first as the Mercstar cleaned up the rest of them.
Yep, there it is. All right, so I'll go back to the same scene that they were just looking at. Where we can see it out, Mercstar's up, got the 3 drops 1, 18 kills to the Cranky Canadians 3 kills. And we are getting ready to switch teams this time. We got James bombed. I think we're getting ready to switch here, aren't we? Yeah, we switch backs here. We switch everybody back. All right, and after I switch them, I'll get Nutty Rat's team re-invited, and we will do the next giveaway. I did get a message from Skippy Nibbles.
All right.
So we have one person at least claiming their mech bay.
And I may have a hashtag radiocast MC giveaway we could throw in at the end too for one of our winners. But it'll be. Can we do a keyword only? They have to do.
No, I don't have that kind of access to the MRBC League channel, so I just have to draw the names.
Okay. Well,
all right.
We'll
let them know.
Let
them know in the lobby that I'm getting ready to do the next giveaway, and then we'll be ready to go after that. So this is for the last mech bay. All right. I'll actually switch this scene so you guys can see it. MRBC League. Load. All right. This is my music, and let's start the next giveaway. Last mech bay. All right, here we go. And the winner of this one is Karathis. Regular on my stream. Karathis, congratulations, you have won a mech bay. Send me a whisper on Twitch, and at the end of the stream, I will get that sent over to you.
Congrats, bud. Again, enjoy the mech bay. If you get a chance, do send us a picture, a screenshot of whatever crazy mech you happen to put in there. As we go into our match 4, hopefully non-radio cast.
All right, let's take a look at the map strat real quick. Why don't you break it down for us there, Mikado?
So for everyone who didn't see it on screen, guys.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're gonna need a very good play-by-play on this one.
Yeah, and make sure I get my teams right here. So team 2 was the Canadians, if I recall correctly. So we got basically Canadians running the summoners and some of that range stuff. They did kind of get up and kind of in and around the caldera at the start, but they immediately backtracked and they kind of made like a little bit of a concave, right? As Mercstar just got up and around the caldera, just ready to party. Now it wasn't until that the Canadians started to rotate. I believe they started to rotate towards Kappa is where things started to fall apart. As soon as they did start to do the rotation, they left behind their it was the Kodiak, and the Kodiak was the first mech to get cleaned up by that push in here. Whereas you had all the Canadians kind of spread out and around back here.
Mikado, I'll be right back.
Sure. So, you guys didn't see it, but it was just two different play styles, right? You had a very brawly setup coming from Mercstar. You had a more rangy deck playing Summoners coming from the Cranky Old Canadians. They just weren't able to do the damage in early enough. I would have liked to have seen more early trades by the Summoners, a little bit more aggressive play. And you have to do more of that map control. They were able to get the first cap on Theta, and we talked about the map control and the cap control. There's only 3 caps you can do for this, but you still need to keep an eye on it, because if Canadians had not got that cap control on Theta, Mercstar would have not had to push. Mercstar could have got the cap control and been fine there. So guys, we'll go into the next one, hopefully without the radio cast there. We may have an extra giveaway for you guys at the end for sticking around with us as well. Hashtag radiocast. And we'll have RJ back here shortly. So again, guys, we're going into drop 4 here, switching sides, same tonnage, but both teams will be switching sides. I'm curious if either team is going to change the drop deck at all. Canadians just didn't quite get that long range control deck, that PPC deck in there, right? They may have been better off with DPS Overwatch or some sort, but we'll see what happens.
All right. I'll ask them if they're locked. Man, fucking radiocast.
Hey man, we're professionals.
Yes,
it's all good.
We are professionals. At this rate, I'm never going to get to cast a Worlds match.
It'll still be a more colorful cast. But hey man, it's been a while. So last time we were together casting, it was like MRBC pre-World Champs 2018. Again, good to be back again. Hopefully, we'll be doing some more casting this next year as well.
Yeah, I hope that when MRBC season 11 kicks on, I'll be attempting to cast some of those matches. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, we're just waiting for the teams to drop in on the map. No holds called so far, so that's good. Here come the drop ships now.
So far, so good.
And I'm again on the Cranky Canadian side. I am seeing a Mislix G, a Kodiak 3, a Piranha 1, a Nightstar 9J, a Summoner M, and a Madcat B.
Yeah, looks like at least the Nightstar is different there for the Canadians. We're taking out one of the Summoners as well. Over here for Mercstar, we've got two Orion 2Cs, 2 Madcat MK2Bs, 2 Wolfhound 1As. Just kind of going through the builds here. So Orion, Brawl Orion, again, very nasty brawl mech. Madcat MK2s with the DACA, Ultra 5s, Ultra 10s, that stuff hurts. And now one interesting thing to say here about Mercstar's Wolfhounds is they're medium lasers, not medium pulse. So they are running a little bit cooler than normal medium pulse build there as well. And we are live streaming, we're good to go.
Yeah, I made sure to actually double check it this time.
and we got both teams here ready to kind of engage on this hill here. Aldi and Kimichawa, your Cam, didn't even see each other. So you have one team going high, one team going low. They're about to see each other.
Yeah, it's happening right now. It looks like Mercstar is going to push right into him.
So it's like Crimson and Drew the Blue here putting some work in on this low left side here on the hill.
Beautiful strike comes down, tags El Bandito over there, but another strike coming in on the Cranky Canadians. Good hits happening there.
Oh yeah, no, Nutty Rat is caught on the open here, down to 63%, kind of getting focused on this low side here. He's a little bit separated from his team. Not sure if he meant to go that far wide out that side.
Yeah.
But focus fire is, you have a little mini battle here. We got James and Crimson focusing on Nutty Rat as the rest of the team continues to engage the rest of the Canadians here.
Nutty Rat down to 26%, and he goes down. Draven and Nutty both going down, almost at the exact same time there.
Yeah, two hard mechs to lose. We have a 4 and 6 battle now. Gitka being focused next. Victor Davian still pretty fresh, but that's not going to help you when you're fighting at least 6 mechs left here as he tries to backtrack a little bit. 2 mechs for Canadians are in the Caldera, Piranha and the Mistlings. Not sure if they were trying to get back shots in or do a flanking maneuver. That may be a little bit too late. Maybe those machine guns can get some crits in, but there's still some fresh mechs there for Mercstar still that those machine guns will have no effect on.
They left Victor Davian standing, but he is weaponless. I think that was why. It's kind of a cruel joke to play. Perky goes down.
Yeah, look, ma, no arms is not a good thing to hear when you're playing robots and my weapons are in your arms. As now Mercstar trying to chase Aldi in and around here. He's just trying to stay
Luna
alive.
is running for his life. He's got all of Mercstar hot on his tail.
This is the episode of Jackass where they're all running from the bulls behind them.
I remember that one.
And they're just destroying everything in the past there. Those wolfhounds are pretty fast. And you know, when it comes to a wolfhound with any kind of lasers will automatically destroy a Mislinks or Piranha with the machine guns one-on-one. Aldi does go down there as now they will clean up for a 4th victory, 4-0, going into drop 5. Victor's running.
He's hiding. He's like, no, let me be.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
MS is not fooled though.
And Xavier cleans up the last kill there on Victor Davian, and that is the 4th GG there on the Caustic Valley. But again, I mean, this is where, even, especially 6 versus 6, you have to have good scouting. Because the engagement point for 2 death ball groups like this is super important. I mean, so Drew the Blue there from Mercstar, 606 damage. Victor Davian and the Mad Cat MK2 for Canadians are 431. You can definitely see the damage comparison, the damage numbers there.
Yeah.
Who was focused early on, who engaged first, but those teams got that close and didn't see each other. That bothers me a little bit from a strategic point of view. You have to get that scouting in. You should not get that close to the enemy without knowing whether it's a UAV or one of your light mechs just popping JJs and getting up in the air to see what the enemy team's at. I don't know if you had any other observations from that drop there at all.
Again, I think it was slightly bad positioning, and just not being able to finish the job. It seems to be kind of a repeating process throughout these drops here, whereas Mercstar just seems so highly focused on what it is they're trying to kill. The Canadians, I mean, I've seen the Canadians play way better than this in the past. Hell, when they played my team, Death from Above, their focus, the way that they were maneuvering was way better.
Yeah.
Than what I'm seeing tonight. I'm just, but it could just be, it's late. It's a Saturday. Most teams aren't used to playing on a Saturday night.
That's true. And as you something to point out too, guys, from a player standpoint. So this, Battle for Midway, where you have these chassis limitations, right? It's very different than when you're playing like World Champs or even MRBC. In that, for World Champs, you may have a guy only play the Stalker for an entire year, or he may only play, what's another meta mech, the Black Knight for the entire year of comp season. And then you get now into these chassis drops where you may not have everyone may not have the chassis that's needed. Mercstar, they had 222. I'm surprised they didn't have matching paint jobs and uniforms. Seem to be very organized. Their builds complement each other, etc. The Canadians' builds seem to be a little bit different. Their ranges weren't quite the same. Their DPS wasn't quite the same. And it's okay to have different mechs, but you have to be able to use that to a strategic advantage, whether you have an Overwatch mech, etc. And the Canadians didn't have that type of, I think, that synergy that Mercstar going into this 4th drop here. But again, we are going into drop 5, much heavier drop as well. This is where you get the fat boys out there on the field, and let's do the next giveaway. This one's going to be for 1,000 MC. All right, there we go.
Because we've got winners for our second 2 mech bays. They actually have claimed them, so we're going to give away 1,000 MC now. So far, the only thing we have left over is a mech bay.
Mech bay, and then I do have that radio cast.
Yeah. So we have 2 more. We have 2 more 1,000 MC codes to give away after this, and then Mikado's got a code to give away as well. All right, the winner of 1000 MC is Vipes69 from the 228 IBR. Vipes.
Congrats, dude. Hashtag rigged, but definitely get with RJ
Yeah.
so we can get you your monies. If not, we'll tell you in practice a week later, like, hey man, you won 1000 MC, but you weren't there. Well.
All right, this is the map ban phase for Drop 5. The maps that they have to ban are HPG, Mining, and Forest. And Mercstar automatically bans Mining.
Ah, okay.
And HPG is banned, so it looks like we're going to be playing this one out in Forest Colony. Interesting.
That is interesting. You know, Forest Colony, the old Forest Colony was a pretty small brawly map. This new Forest Colony can be a real toss-up. And when you have a max of 450 tons, you come around the wrong corner in Forest Colony now by that much tonnage, and it could be dangerous for you. So I'm curious, Mercstar purposely banning some of the much closer range maps for a map that's a little bit bigger, a little bit wider.
Well,
yeah.
you know, I spent a lot of time hanging out with the Cranky Canadians, and last night I did get on the Mercstar TeamSpeak to let them know that I was going to be casting tonight's match. I was able to talk to Kamichiwa and homeboy Xavier.
Yeah.
And they told me, they didn't tell me specifically what, but they said that no matter what the outcome of tonight's match was, that they'd have something very special planned for Drop 5.
Ah, okay.
So that's all they would tell me. So I am curious to see what it is.
Special surprise. That's gonna keep me guessing, man. I wonder what the secret sauce is here going into this last drop.
Yeah, this is the last drop. If the cranky old Canadians can take this one drop, that means that Death from Above only needs to win 2 drops next week against Mercstar. So this is the last chance for 228 Death from Above. Last chance. Mercstar though is playing just like they have all season so far. They've been trying different things. They've been running their brawl and they've been making it work this whole season so far, and it's showing here tonight as well. Because the cranky old Canadians, they're not a pushover team by any means. They have been playing very, very well in this season of BFM, and what's happening here tonight is actually kind of a surprise to me.
And you know, coming from, you know, Mercstar's point of view, right? Like, they have to win this drop 5. When you get into a drop like this in a competitive bracket or competitive tournament, you know, you erase all the other games you've played and you focus on one game at a time. Again, this is the only game that really counts for them, right? If they don't win this game, they can't win first. So, you know, I'm curious to see what their special sauce is going to be. At the same time, Canadians have nothing to lose. And it's just one thing you have to be careful with any competitive team, is when a team has nothing to lose, they're unpredictable. And that can oftentimes upset a series like this. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do going into this next one as well.
All right, I'm on the Cranky Canadian side, and I'm seeing an Arctic Cheetah Prime, a Mad Cat 2B, a Kodiak 3, another Mad Cat 2B, a Nightstar 9J, and a Shadow Cat A. And I think we have a hold.
Yeah.
Kamichiwa's game has frozen. He's going to reload.
All right, so he comes back in.
And Draven says he has an 1800 ping.
Uh-oh. Servers on the fritz tonight. So you went over Mercstar there? Or was that Canadians?
I went over the Canadians.
Okay, so you're from Mercstar. Triple king crabs, triple zeros. It's a crab party.
It is! Oh my god, it's all crabs!
We've got crab people over here for Mercstar right now. I gotta see this.
I'm looking at James Bombed right now. It's 6 AC2s and 2 medium lasers.
And then just medium pulse on the little crabs.
Yep. That was the surprise right there.
Is there a crab emoji? If it's a crab emoji, put that in chat right now. Drop your crab if you have one. Because the crab people are out tonight, coming to pinch the cranky old Canadians.
All crabs.
That's an old Mercstar thing. They would do like 12 crabs in queue. I used to be able to do it with the tonnage and just do dumb stuff like that. 12 trial crabs. So it's a little nostalgic to see that kind of funny stuff coming back again here. But you know, interesting kind of setup here from the Cranky Old Canadians as well. The Kodiak is DACA. Night Star is the Goss and the PPC. That Night Star takes advantage of the recent changes where you can alpha 2 Goss and PPC together without getting Ghost Heat as well. Mad Cat with DACA.
All right, here we go.
So, as we go live here, the only weird mech that doesn't seem to synergize out of the Cranky Old Canadians team is the
Shadowcat?
the PPC mech. Yeah, Shadowcat with the PPCs, I believe it was.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. 'Cause we're seeing.
But again, this map is a very big map. This could be a cap map worthwhile as well too. Well, we have the Canadians here kind of going out to water a little bit, coming around the Gamma side.
I've never actually casted a map or a match on this map before.
So it takes a little bit to get both teams in and engage.
And oh my God, the Mercstar they took the river.
Yeah, this is gonna be a water fight. Back in the day, pushing water worked a little bit differently here. But if Mercstar can get in with those king crabs and all those AC2s and get that DPS in, it's gonna hurt whatever mech they focus fire and see there. But they slowly start to progress here. Tofurky here is kind of cutting back in, maybe trying to get some scouting info again. This is where scouting is super important here. Tofurky's trying to get some info. He may have spotted Mercstar coming in there as well. And again, it's not just spotting, where the enemy team is. It's also spotting their mech loadouts, right?
I'm not sure if he did notice because they're in that trench where that river's coming in. I'm not sure if he.
Oh, yep. I think he sees. There's some engagement here. Gitka here is getting focused down.
I didn't set the map to daytime.
Oh, we have a night op here. Let's do our radio casting. Get your night vision ready, boys. We got crabs in the dark. Gitka got pretty beat up through the middle of that ship. With Draven and Gitka now trying to get some flanking here. Kamichawa Cam is hiding behind the rock, trying not to get cooked. And Xavier in that King Crab 000 is a little beat up down to 80%. So again, it's just DPS here. But right now, I think Cranky Old Canadians have a little bit more of a better alpha. They have a better alpha. I think they have a very better trade loadout if they're going to stay at this range. Mercstar would need to close range. Those regular crabs or those mini impulse are not going to be able to do anything. It's basically a 3-on-6 fight for the most part, 3-on-4 fight. Even that Shadowcat that I said is not going to synergize the rest of the team is putting work in and getting PPC fire in. 3 crabs here, like the pushing. We have the little mini crab brigade. Oh god, that's adorable. All in formation as they come here around the tip of the drop ship or tip of the ship.
Cranky Canadians backing up except for Nutty Rat and Gitka.
Right now, yep, Mercstar's kind of in a crabby place right now. At the ship because they kind of ran a firepower that you can't go where your team can't support you. This is where the crabs need to come. The big crabs need to come up as well. Tofurky here just staying as a scout on this outside as well. Mercstar doesn't have anything fast enough either. Cap game's pretty much even, but as now the crabs can maybe trade a little bit around this ship.
Well, those little crabs, you can usually get those up to I think 110 kph with speed tweak. You can turn those into pretty fast mechs.
True, and they're very tanky too, but they've taken so much fire trying to get close enough. Oh, Draven finally goes down there. The Kodiak, trying to get close enough that it could be a little sketchy. But right now, Cranky Old Canadians are trying to form a concave to retrieve this crab push.
Damage numbers looking pretty bad for both teams. Kamichiwa looks like he's getting ready to go down here. That 27%. But Gitka now goes down.
Yeah, 2 assaults down for the Canadians. That's not good. But Mercstar also very hurt, but it's 3-6 now. Yeah,
this is not looking very good for for the Cranky Canadians, Victor Davian and Oludi out there in the open, taking all that AC2 fire. Victor Davian goes down. Mercstar again is very, very hurt, but
again, I was worried about Mercstar, about them trying to get in close and close that range. They were super patient, and look at how they've spread the damage amongst their mechs.
Yeah,
closing that distance. Very good damage spread, and a well done push there at the end, just working those angles.
Yep. I mean, it's just that's kind of been the story of the night so far. You look at the damage numbers there, or how much of the health numbers there for Mercstar. All of them in the red, all of them hurting bad. Yeah. The healthiest one is Drew the Blue at 70%. Yep. Otherwise, the rest of them are definitely hurting bad, but yet none of them down. Is that? Do you think that were they rotating their damage mix out better? Or do you think that's what they were doing there?
I think they were rotating out a little better. I mean, did you see those crabs moving in formation? The 3 little crabs?
Yeah.
They were in formation, like pincer to pincer, okay, elbow to elbow. Do crabs have elbows? I don't know, but they were like, moving in a formation. And the Canadians just could not seal the deal. They were not able to win enough trades to weather them down any further. Because again, you have the burst damage of like AC10s and AC5s, right, coming from Canadians and PPCs, and then you have these AC2s coming from Mercstar. So again, 2 different trading setups there. But the Canadians left their crab crackers at home, boys, and Mercstar came out with the victory. Congrats to Mercstar on a 5-0 win. Take a look at these damage numbers as well.
Yeah, do that.
So James, Daka, 4 kills, 644 damage here, leading for Mercstar, where we have Gitka in that Mad Cat MK2, 630 damage again, heavy Daka, but some heavy damage numbers by both teams. I mean, Victor Davian did another 529, Aldi in that Shadow Cat, again, 531 damage, the PPC Shadow Cat. That's a lot of damage there, maybe some strikes in as well. Wow, that was quite a match, guys. Hashtag crab people. like come on, man, that's ridiculous. Jesus.
All right, what do you? I'm getting a message here from Nutty Rat.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do an interview.
Okay, no worries. Well, we will have a hashtag radio cast code to give out here for some MC.
Kamichiwa wants to chat with us, though.
Okay, cool. I've been butchering his name all night long. This will be great.
All right, let's head over to the shoutcasting room on MRBC. We'll do the next giveaway. Oh, I already moved over there, and he doesn't know. Here he is. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna do the next giveaway. All right, next giveaway for you guys, but there's the final numbers though. 5 drops to 0, 30 kills to 4. We're gonna set up the next giveaway for you guys, 1,000 MC. So let me get that flipped over to this screen, and we'll get the names loaded up. All right, I'll get my music paused here, and let's do this. 1,000 MC, and we still have 2 more 1,000 MC codes to give away after the interview is done. All right, and the winner is Randy and Yandy. Randy and Yandy, congratulations. You won 1,000 MC. Please shoot me a whisper in Twitch so that I can get you your code. No whisper, no code. Let's see. 1,000 MC. Reminder for me for later. All right. Now I'm going to get back on Discord here, and we're going to talk with Kamichiwa of the Mercstar Turret Drops. All right, guys, I'm back. Randy Randy, Andy, I don't know, something like that.
RJ X is here too, if you want to bring him in.
All right. And Frankie Canadians will not be joining us tonight, so it looks like we're just talking with you guys.
Gotcha.
So, me and Kamichiwa, well, we're talking here. I finally got the name right, hopefully. So, man, crap people on this last drop. I'm for Mercstar. I ran with Mercstar for quite a few years, and I've been a part of the 12 crab drops and stuff like that before too. What made you? Whose idea was it? Who wanted to do it? Who threw that idea out there?
As soon as it popped up, I don't remember who threw it up, but as soon as it popped up, freaking everybody was like, "Let's."
We were unanimous in agreement. Because we were like, what's a Mercstar match without crabs? And we're like, but we can't run 6 of them. And then someone said, what about the king crab?
Yeah.
And then it was like light bulb.
Our first scrim of the season, we fought R79T, great guys, and plug in. But we brought 3 crabs and got destroyed. And we're like, how are we going to fit crabs into this? Because we have.
Yeah.
And I mean, we found a way.
You did find a way. It was impressive. It was very impressive. And the route you took too. Yeah,
we talked about it tonight. I mean, you also played tonight. You guys were very patient. There was some spots where it's like on this last match, where you guys kind of got stuck, right? You couldn't get the little crabs in range for the medium pulse. And the Canadians, they technically had like better builds to trade against your king crabs, but you guys are still able to kind of close the distance and get in there. And you guys rotated damage out really well too.
So Cranky definitely made us work for it.
Yeah.
Especially on this last one too. Yeah. I think if they had held the outside position on the ship and not ducked behind the ship, we wouldn't have been able to advance, because we were just trying to draw enough fire on the left side of the ship to get the little crabs a chance to move up and become effective.
Absolutely. And I saw that crab formation. You get the little crabs were like pincer to pincer around the bottom of the drop ship coming around there. That was cool to see that happen. And as far as your drops from earlier tonight, again, there seemed to be some very good like build synergy, right? On the caustic drop where you had like two Mad Cats, 2 Orions, 2 Wolfhounds. Did you guys already have all your mech drops ready to go, or did you guys make your last minute changes tonight?
As this is the 4th match of the season, if anybody has been watching us recently, we have been running very consistent builds, and we have found like systems that work. Yes. And like the Orion Mark II works very well together. Wolfhounds, I know the dual Wolfhound worked very well. But yeah, we have a spreadsheet set up, and I mean we just pull right from it.
We've got a lot of like synergistic builds that we've kind of come across over the course of the season, and really it depends on like the map strategies as to which ones we pull out and win. And a lot of it too is potentially depending upon what we think our opponent might try to do.
Right.
This is one of the first matches where we haven't had to face annihilators.
Yep.
And I think we kind of sort of anticipated that, because the maps are a little bit bigger and more open, and I don't think people are willing to take that slow of a mech.
Yeah, and that's when I saw the ban of mining, for example, because like EMP and 228 played their like 5th match on mining. You had like 3 Annies. You had like 3 Annies on one side, like 5 or 6 Annies on field together, right?
Yeah.
And that really does change the way you play on a small map versus the big map like this. But there wasn't really much cap strat from either team, it seemed, tonight, going into these drops. I was on the first caustic drop when the Canadians brought 2 summoners. Did you guys like call that push because they were running that DPS, or was it just movement on the field in engaging?
Yes, that push was called towards that summoner. We saw he got a little bit separated. We couldn't exactly see the rest of the team, but we knew they had to be in the area. So I mean, that summoner he worked himself a little bit too, which would be fine if we weren't brawl pushing.
Right, absolutely.
and I do want to give a shout out to Cranky for the matches tonight. It was fun. It was fun playing with and against them. We definitely, after watching them, perform against 228, we didn't take them lightly. We put extra practice in this week and extra focus on our builds and our strategies to kind of, really be focused for this match, considering what's coming up, especially next week.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. This showing tonight truly surprised me because I mean, you know, I'm in 228 Death from Above, and during MRBC season 10, we had Nutty Rat and Tofurky on our team. Then it was kind of their introduction to comp play in this thing. They did that with us, and then they put a team together. They actually, for their first time with the brand new team, they actually did pretty decently in Worlds this year, and they played BFM pretty well this year as well. I mean, the performance that they put in, what they've been able to do with the team in such a short period of time has actually been pretty impressive. And after what they did to my team a couple weeks ago in BFM, I did not expect the numbers that we saw tonight. I thought for sure they were going to take. I mean, at minimum, I thought they were going to take 2 drops, and I thought they had a legitimate chance for taking the match.
Oh, one thing real quick. I'm seeing some hashtag crab people in Twitch chat here.
Can't imagine why.
If I'm a comp officer on this team, next time we run a competitive season, our name will be MS Crab People. But yeah, to that, RJ, I'll say, yeah, like, Cranky definitely, we expected him to show up, and I think they, I mean, you know, we've
Quite
seen
a few of
that
these
they've
matches could have potentially gone the other way very easily.
Oh yeah, you guys had
very
some
close.
seriously
Knowing
hurt
what we
mechs
know
on the
about how
field.
healthy we were.
Right.
I think they've had some times this week where they've been really on, and then there's some weeks where they're just struggling. And I know, like, we can't wait for them to work out that strat and come back at us because we just want to play, you know.
For sure.
Yeah. And that's actually part of the reason we even got into BFM, like, in the first place, was I feel like there's like a certain stigma for what quote Mercstar has become, you know, for some reason. So we're here to have fun and to just maybe make people think about us just a little bit differently than potentially they have.
Well, you know, I when I hear Mercstar, or if I tune in your stream, Xavier, you know, I typically see faction play. That's I mean that around the campfire, that's what the current Mercstar is known for is faction play. So seeing you guys here in BFM and getting in the competitive side, I think that does help your image quite a bit, and the strong showing that you guys have put forward this year very much helps that overall opinion or image of what you guys are doing in this game right now. So hats off to you guys for doing this, and an excellent showing this season. I'm actually really excited for our meetup next week.
Oh yeah,
And definitely hats off to the whole division too. I feel like Division C has actually been quite competitive, and there's a lot of units in here. A few little minor changes here and there, and the division could look, you know, flipped 180 on its head potentially.
Yeah, and this is an interesting preview, you know, going into the competitive season for this whole next year too. Whether it's World Championships 2018 or 2019 or MRBC, you know, it's good to see, you know, teams like Mercstar, you know, bringing these competitive teams in. And you guys had an excellent showing tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all's fight next week against RJ, your group, right?
Yeah. It's and I mean, I was on the Mercstar TeamSpeak last night. I didn't try to hide the fact at all. There was a
He's here to scout us.
well,
That's why he's here.
The scout. Yeah, I mean, in 228, we always look for whatever advantage we can get over our competitive enemy. That's legal in the game, of course. And in this case here, I saw a great opportunity to get a bird's eye view of the whole thing, you know, firsthand. So, but there was a part of me though that was rooting for Cranky Canadians, because if every drop that they won would mean that we would have to win less drops next week. But now
we know because you
Now it's
show
heads
up
up, straight
every
up.
time. Every time we get streamed, RJ shows up and roots for the other team.
well, yeah,
It's been consistent theme all season long.
it's not that I don't like you guys, but you know, in BFM, you're my enemy here, right? You know, so I've got.
He's the Homer Simpson meme that disappears into the bushes and comes out with a
Yeah,
different
exactly. he comes out wearing a Cameron's Highlanders hat, then the week after a Cranky Canadian hat.
And wag it. I'll say this though. 228 showed up this week, 5-0 and Cameron's Highlanders. I know we almost
Yeah.
lost to them. That was very well.
Cameron's Highlanders was our 3-2.
And we showed up this week and 5-0 as well. So we are tied for this league. So whoever wins this last match takes the division.
Yep, three drops. That's actually what we're faced with here. The two top teams last match
the last week. It just so happened that way.
Yeah, it really did. And so our match next week, 228 Death from Above versus Mercstar Turret Drops. That match will decide the victor of Division C.
Also, RJ, I do want to say one thing.
Yes.
So as far as the crab strat goes, this is literally the first time we have done this all season long. It's the only time we've pulled this out, just so you know.
Oh, I watched some of your other matches. That we won a couple of the recasts there, and I never saw it before. So I loved it. I mean, as soon as Mikado said, "We've got a crab party," I was like, "Oh my god."
I gave you a little heads up last night that Drop 5 was going to be something.
I talked about it. I was telling Mikado, and I was telling the stream, I was on your TeamSpeak last night to let you guys know that I was going to be casting the match, and you specifically said that you had something special planned for Drop 5. You didn't say what it was,
right?
But as soon as Mikado called out the crabs, I was like, there it is.
I'm like, I've seen that before. I mean, I was with Mercstar for a few years, way back, and then just seeing you guys in queue. We've seen you guys do the 12 crabs before too. It's always fun to see crazy stuff like that. So I was like, yep, they're doing it. Crab people all the way through, and then the crabs in formation, which is great to see. God, that was funny.
As far as actual drops, though, you guys want to talk about specific drops, questions about strats, or
go ahead, Mikado.
Yes. Yeah, so I mean, on the first two drops, right, on Tourmaline, again, they're very hectic drops. They're very fast-paced drops there. Drop 1, you guys engaged hard in the castle there, and it seemed like you guys just had a little bit more focused fire. You guys were just a little bit more in sync there and got some early shots in. How did that feel? Like, do you guys feel you were up the entire time of that drop 1? Or was there a point that you were like, oh, this is going to go sour if we don't do something? Like, how did that feel for you guys?
So I'll be honest, I played the mislinks in that and got absolutely smashed. So I'm gonna let X.
Sure.
So, like, we knew at some point in time, either drop 1 or drop 2, that there was going to be a streak heavy drop.
Mm-hmm.
We were anticipating it potentially being dropped, which is why we brought the assassin, because they're generally a little more susceptible to streaks. Once we realized that drop 1 had become the streak wave,
right.
I think it was, I forget who it was, but there was an Arctic wolf that was caught up high in the castle, and he was separated from his team. As soon as we saw that, we pushed in, and I think we dropped him in like the first, 15 seconds or so.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of DPS, because everyone knows that those Arctic wolves, the Arctic wolf one is just a DPS monster.
Right.
So I think getting him out of the fight early, and then
the Sun Spider.
At that point in time, the Sun Spider was coming up to help, because I think it looked like it was only like a linebacker in at that point.
Right.
And they were able to take the Sun Spider like almost right behind the Arctic, and at that point in time, it was just a numbers game.
Right. Makes sense. And they're in the castle, right? It's a tricky place to engage, because it's like it's very CQB. While it doesn't look like it from above, it is very CQB. Where that first mech, I think the Arctic Wolf, he came down the castle area there, and it was him looking at least 3 of your mechs. They were able to get instant shots on him, and that's where the shit hit the fan for both teams there. But you see, your focus fire was good. You guys seem to aim for legs, for example, on the Sun Spider as well. And you guys seem to do a very good job at rotating armor. I think Kimichiwa said it, how he rotated out. I saw him get down to like 38%, very red, and just rotate out, and he survived till like the end of the match with that red armor.
It looked like you guys were doing really good armor sharing there. Was that the case? Were you guys swapping in and out to share that armor?
I think one thing that we've kind of tried to teach, especially with a faction play background, is as long as you're still alive, you're still doing damage, even if you don't have any guns, because you're taking shots that your teammates can do damage with. So that's just kind of one of the things we tell everybody in our unit. If
you don't
you stay alive until we tell you to die.
Yeah, exactly right. You stay alive until we tell you to die.
Yeah,
I like that mentality.
And then one more. Then in drop 2 there, you guys changed it up a little bit. You guys went to the side of the castle there and kind of engaged, but you guys had more like LBX and stuff like that.
Yeah. So the second drop was actually after they saw our SRM first wave. We're kind of playing off the fact that potentially they wanted to do the exact same thing that we did first drop, and kind of like brawl it up and mix it up. So we went for a little bit more of a ranged trade, and we were trying to get them into a choke point where we could kind of focus fire and keep a little bit of distance. And I think I was watching your video analysis post drop 2 because I wasn't in drop 3. And your video analysis had it spot on. We dropped the RD strike on the left-hand side to bottleneck the choke.
Yeah.
And then basically once we got them bottlenecked, all we had to do was set up a concave. And because you can only push one mech wide really through either channel on either side, even if they did push, you would have had 3 or 4 mechs shooting the same target. At that point in time, like that's just where you have the range advantage with the LBX.
Yeah. And you saw just that immediately, like you guys were a little bit closer in, and then you just did this beautiful concave. I saw those first 2, the smokes hit there on that left side, and it just stopped all momentum going forward for the Canadians. And now, you know, again on their side, either like you just have to go right, because I think if they would have hard engaged, I think they would have had a much better time, because at least they would have went, and I think their DPS and their weapon loadout would have made it a better fight if they would have just gone.
They would have had. They have more DPS per mech than we.
They also decided
and at the end of the match, we had 4 mechs that were legged.
Yes. Yeah.
So it was like right there.
Yeah. And that, or you know, they had the theta cap. They could, and again, this happens to other teams too, right? Hey, you had the cap up. Let's back away a little bit and maybe work on the caps. But see, neither of you guys really focused on the caps too heavy tonight. You know, so.
Yeah. So the one thing I've noticed, especially I watched some of Cranky's matches, and like where they've had an advantage is they've kind of ignored the caps in a lot of matches and just gone for the fight against other teams that kind of split off and try to focus on the cap. So we didn't want to get in that kind of distracted cap game. Our specific focus tonight was find them and kill them and then worry about the caps. Right. Because that's when they've beaten people that were semi-distracted or not all together, and they've jumped on them and taken the opportunity to really like jump on the disorganization at that point.
Yeah. A couple things there. It really honestly depends on the team you're playing as well. Like I know I mean, we worked some cap strats in. I think week 3 we worked 2 in, and so like it's definitely not completely invaluable to cap. But when you're playing cranky Canadians, it's useless. Like I know drop 4, we accidentally took a cap that wasn't in the 3-cap conquest. I don't know if you guys saw that or not.
I did see it, but I can never remember exactly which caps you're allowed to take and which ones you're not, and I didn't have the map strat pulled up to look at it. I'm like, I don't think that they're supposed to take that cap, but I just let it play out because I knew that even if you do take an accidental cap that you're not supposed to,
right,
as long as you kill all 6 of the enemy mechs, it's still valid.
Exactly. So potentially they could have just ran off and all hid, spread out, and just tried to kite us to death, and we might not have been able to catch all 6. So I mean, caps for them just seemed a little bit secondary of an issue, which worked out in our favor very heavily. Another thing is when we fight a team, we always try to take every engagement with all 6 mechs. So I mean, capping it really hurts when you send off, you know, you got 1 or 2 lights trying to cap, and then if they ignore caps, you're screwed because that's a 6v4.
Right. And you know, it's a huge departure from, you know, like MRBC or World Championships this year where capping's so essential, but you do have 8 mechs and, you know, you can move people in and out of DP. Where in 6 versus 6, if you're down even 1 mech, it's a huge drastic change in DPS. Right, the percentages come out that way. So
exactly.
I mean, there are certain maps in this rotation cycle where capping and holding caps is advantageous to force an engagement.
Yeah.
It's just not every map, and it really. I hate to say it, it depends on your strategy and your build for each map. What are you thinking and what are you playing?
Yep, the team you're against, your builds, your strats, all that. I mean, that's what we did. That's what 228 did Thursday night. You know, there was a couple of drops where we'd send a light out to cap, and a couple drops where we didn't even bother with it. We went straight for the kill, much like you guys did tonight. There's so many different things that determine how exactly you're going to play that in the beginning, and so you guys did a great job of playing it correctly tonight.
Thank you. I know there's been a couple matches I've been watching in BFM where caps have become a factor in this round of maps that we've been using, and I know some of them were extremely frustrating to watch. I don't know if anybody saw the 31HR Epsilon Galaxy Clan Widowmaker match, but I mean, they had a couple instances where everybody's out of ammo and then caps are the only factor, and then we did not want that to happen. We want to try to keep this interesting. There's over 100 people watching sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, let's fight. I'm not going to sit here staring at another guy with no ammo.
I understand.
But,
All right, well, guys, I want to thank you very much for letting us cast your match tonight. I
hope you got enough recon in, RJ.
I got plenty of recon. I am very much looking forward to our match next week. Do we even know what day that's going to be on yet?
I don't think we've worked out a day yet.
Yeah, because I know most of our guys aren't even around at all on Saturday.
I want to make sure that it works out best for all of us.
Yeah, we want full strength.
Where we can get full strength on ice. Where we're at now, considering that it's really going to be 3-2, I want it to be best v best and not have like any sort of excuses on either side. Like I just want it to be a good game.
Right. Yeah, that's the way it should be. It's the final. It's the final for the division. It truly is the final for the division. I know we want to have our full team. You guys do, and I think if it gets casted, the viewers are gonna want to see both teams at their full strength with all their best players ready to go. So it is that good of a match to watch. So
I believe it's absolutely freaking hilarious that we've ended up tied like every freaking game of the season, it seems like, except for one.
I think you had a lead like 1 week.
Maybe
like the week before the cranky match.
Yeah, the second week or so. But I will say, actually, can we get some hashtag Rick Div C in the chat?
Yeah.
Hashtag Rick.
All right, guys. Okay. Well, we're gonna end this. We got a couple more giveaways we gotta do, and then we're gonna end this extremely long MRBC stream for the day. Because you guys know this was the second drop. But once again, Konnichiwa and Xavier, thank you very much for coming to talk to us afterwards, and thank you for letting us cast it. Great match by you guys tonight, and look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you very much.
GG's, guys.
All right. You want to get back? Do you want to get back on video so you can at least see the winners and stuff as it's happening?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay, I'll give you a call here. Call is going out. Gonna wait for him to answer there. What I do, one of the cool things you can do with Discord is you can send a screen capture of an app or something. And it's a live feed. Oh nope, I'm calling the wrong person. Derp, derp, derp. I was calling Nutty. Okay, sorry. I was calling Nutty by accident. I don't think he wants to talk to me right now.
But yeah, we have some more MC to give away. We have our hashtag RadioCast MC to give away. If you hung out with us for this long, you probably deserve it.
Yeah. All right. So what we're gonna do first? We still have one. All of the MC codes were claimed. Well, but we've given away 2 MC codes so far. They were claimed. We tried to give away 3 mech bays. Only 2 of them were claimed. So this next giveaway is going to be for 1,000 MC and a mech bay. They're gonna get that unclaimed mech bay. So 1,000 MC and a mech bay. Let's see here. I'm gonna get rid of a few names. I'm gonna get rid of one known bot. And then
you could win the lottery, or you could win mech base and MC with us. Of course, you'd want to hang out with us, right?
Right. All right, let's do the first one. 1,000 MC and a mech bay.
Yeah, again, send us some emoticons in chat, guys. Share the love. Hashtag rig. Show us what you got.
All right, there she's spinning.
All right, let's go get it.
Blue Sea. Blue Sea, congratulations. You've just won 1,000 MC and the Mech Bay. Shoot me a whisper in Twitch. I'm not going to go trying to find you. Shoot me a whisper in Twitch, and you'll get both of those codes here once the stream is done. Congratulations for that. All right, this code that you sent me, what's it for? 1,000 MC?
This is for 1,250 MC.
Ooh.
MC. Yeah, so a little bonus, guys. Again, we can't limit it to the hashtag, but just throw a hashtag radiocast in there, whether you're eligible or not.
All right, yeah, it's 1,250 MCs. This is a real code. Someone paid money for this. All right, let's give it away. 1,250 MC.
All right, here it goes. Here it goes for the big money. All
Big,
the space
big money.
guys. Hashtag radiocast. RJ and me.
All right, and the winner is Fire Guy 2402.
All right.
Fire Guy
Congrats.
2402. So 1,250 MC going to Fire Guy 2402. Congratulations. Now, you, again, like everybody else, shoot me a whisper. Shoot me a Twitch whisper. And I'm not going to go out finding you. And once I get your whisper, I'll get your code to you. So congratulations. All right, and I think that's going to do it for us. Mikado, if you're up for it, I'll see if I can't find us another cast to do next week for the final week. But
I'll be out of town hanging out with some of the 228 guys.
oh yeah, I heard there was going to be a little get-together. Where's that happening at?
So it's at Lord Skeletor's house. So if I don't come back, I'm at Lord Skeletor's house of 228.
All right. All right. Well, Mikado, it was good casting with you. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for doing this with me.
Yeah. Hey, thanks again for having me, RJ. Looking forward to future casts as well.
And once again, congratulations to 228, not 228, Mercstar Turret Drops, winning over the Cranky Canadians 5-0. Now in first place tie with 228 Death from Above in BFM Division C. Until the next cast, guys. Peace.